Hello, and welcome along to episode 14 of Beldania. Only
Oh, 15.
15, really? I wrote in the title? Quite possibly. So,
You did.
today I have playing with me, Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. Today I'll be playing Sebastian Belmont, who is a human turned cat wizard of the School of Abjuration.
I have Jamel.
Hey guys, it's Jamal here playing Chiavo, Leonin, Order of the Scribes Wizard, and also, one question, James, real quick. Is it fine to have the stream up, or do we have to do like the whole pop-out chat
if
thing?
you
because
have
you know,
the
Roll20?
stream up, you will get major spoilers for lots and lots of things. So yeah, don't do that.
Got it, scroll down then.
Go ahead and yeah, or yeah, you can pop out the chat if you want to be involved in stream chat. Sorry, should have mentioned that for the whole Roll20 thing. Yeah, cool. Alternatively, you can just pause the stream. The chat still moves.
Yeah, good point. Shit. Yeah.
Playing with me today, I have, oh my god, Josh, Jamal, Bruno.
Hello, I am playing Natasha Ayelet, a life cleric who is going to give you your life, honey.
She is. And I have Joe.
That would be me. I play Hennick Littlefield, the halfling farmer and bard of the Homebrew College of Humility.
Normally I would also have Rico. Unfortunately, Rico has found himself in the middle of a storm in Canada and does not have any power. Therefore, today, if he is involved in any combat, I will be playing him, and otherwise he will be chilling, doing his own thing. However, last week we left off with some downtime, and we're just picking up there, right? There's nothing. Is there something major I had to pick up from? I've forgotten. Something incredibly important happened at the end of last session, or did we finish that?
I think we finished it. There was the interaction with clearing that guy's mind for a little while and then letting him go back, and so we were safely back in Sandringham.
The last thing I've written was die or worse, be useful and not be useful. So clearly that was somewhat important. Cool. So yeah, in that case, we shall pick up with Torrin Goldenbrand. Because he is currently not here. Over the course of the week, Torrin is going to be spending his time with the tanners, getting his leather all worked, and using it to create some stuff. In the course of 10 days, he has fixed up some leather armor for Hennick. He has fixed up a traveler's cloak for Natasha, made from one of those wolf hides, along with a sling to hold her mace, neither of which has any practical requirements, and 2 leather pouches, one for each of the cats, as he put it. So cats, you may add a pouch for holding things in, leather armor for Hennick, and a cloak and sling for Natasha. Natasha, if you want to add winter, I think it's winter traveling gear or something, the wolf cloak will keep you warm in snow. Okay. And over the following week, Bastian, what have you been doing?
So I have been trying to convince Torrin to let me play with his sword.
Given that he was focused so hard on his leather armor creation, he will allow you to play with said sword. So don't break it.
Sure. And yeah, I just still trying to experiment with it and elements of, studying the book I got. And also trying to like experiment with my own spells and the limitations of them, and like my back garden, trying not to, destroy the house. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Can I take 2 Arcana checks, please? The first to see how well your spell to do with the sword is coming along.
17.
17, eh? Yeah, you begin to feel that although you have worked out how to bless a sword with elemental power. You feel like the spell that you've worked out may be a little beyond you. Perhaps it's a level 3 spell. Yeah, pretty much. That's how that one works. And then give me a second Arcana check to see how well experimenting with your own spells have come on. And tell me a little bit more about that. Tell me more about what you're trying to achieve in your spell experimentation.
So I guess Sebastian's just trying to think of more unique things to do than, fireball here, zap of lightning here. The little cantrip that has leaf into dagger is something that's really sparked his mind. He really wants to try and find a way to turn nature against people without needing nature around him, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And that's a 23.
Okay. Yeah, you're making good progress with that. In fact, if you were to sit down and try and write a spell, you may well succeed. But we will let you think about it. Chiavo, what hast thou been doing?
Yeah, because I think that spell's level 3 too.
Oh, is it? I don't know what it is. What you were going
Yeah.
for.
I would be doing my own experimentation, but at the minute, this sort of experimentation I want to do with magic is a little beyond me, so it's going to have to wait.
Okay, can we get some ideas of the theory of what you've been working with this?
Okay, so one of the ideas is we've got Agonizer's Scorcher and we've got Melf's Acid Arrow. So the theory is, rather than it just being launch a glob of acid, the idea is acid gets more aggressive when it gets hot and bubbling and fuming.
Okay.
What happens when you chuck acid that's basically noxious and fuming and chokes people as it's being flung and
So you're looking to make some sort of
lungs.
noxious gas cloud.
Yes. By the combination of acid and fire.
Occasional comment has been made from the rebuilt town hall as Chiavo's home just behind it has been bubbling out strange acidic smells all week. Everybody assumes that he's doing alchemy, but in fact, he's throwing acid around.
But that wouldn't be the only thing I would have been doing, though.
Okay.
That would have been one of the two things.
What else has you? Yeah, what else has you been up
What
to?
else
Ruff?
has you been doing? That's a good question. I would actually have been doing some of the alchemy stuff as well.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
Well,
Do you have an
so
alchemy
my-
skill on your page? You should do, right?
yeah, basically what I was planning to do is rather than immediately start making potions, I was planning on going through more of the alchemy books that I had and trying on reflection of my newly sort of advanced skills from when I started learning. Just start going through things that I've read before and seeing if I can get some new insights, some new understandings, something that goes, oh,
Yep.
I see that now, and I didn't really understand it before. But
Okay, go ahead and give me an alchemy check.
that's a 12.
Hold on a second. Do not want noise coming up every time somebody rolls a dice. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you gain some understanding of the book and you begin to sort of work out what's what. Go ahead and give me a second check with advantage.
Oh, wow, that's only a 10. Ouch.
You work out a new recipe, but you will not level in alchemy.
That's fair.
The recipe, however, expecting to need this tab today. Let's go and find that. Is Arctic Creeper and Chromium Slime, and it gives a potion of Frost Dragon's Breath. That is Arctic Creeper and Chromium Slime.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Potion of Frost Dragon's Breath. Obviously, that's just a potion of Dragon's Breath, but it is applicable for using the frost damage within that. So as you bubble, boil, and brew in your house, not far over is our lovely Natasha. Been spending a lot of time at the inn, correct?
Yep.
Okay. There's been a fair few visitors to the inn over the last week. And you've got to know a couple of people quite well. The first is Bryce. Bryce is a dwarf. He is a dwarf who's come down from Eladar to assist with the rebuilding of Sandringham. And indeed, a lot of the money that your mother has been spreading out so nicely has found its way into Bryce's pockets. He's been sort of speeding up work and using some processes that previously the Sandringham rebuilding group couldn't use. He's also had some metals and stone shipped in from Harbondon, or carted, I suppose is the correct word, from Harbondon, which he's been using for building processes. And a temple to Lathander is being built, just a small one, a little chapel, I guess, is fair enough, is being built just south of the Cotterson farm. This is partly due to the influence of Penelope's acolyte. She has sent a young lady, who we will get to in a moment, who has been sort of assisting with keeping people's energies up and restoring fatigue and dealing with a couple of injuries that have happened as a result of the rebuild here, and partly as somebody taking note of where the generous donation has come from, even though technically it had nothing to do with Natasha. She at least facilitated it. And the second person you've been getting to know is said young acolyte. Where is her name? Where is her name? Joyce. Joyce is a young acolyte of Lathander who Penelope has sent on over to give some assistance there. And she's got very chatty with Natasha in the inn as Natasha serves her and made good friends with you. And we'll pick up actually a couple of days before the end of the week. Indeed, with Natasha in the inn. As Joyce will come and have a chat with you. She turns to you and Natasha.
Yes, Joyce.
You know, you go out adventuring.
Yes, I do know that.
Well, Penelope says that you've become quite the sturdy warrior.
That is likely to be factually incorrect.
Oh, I think you're a sturdy warrior.
And she'll look down at her apron and at a piece of parchment that she's carrying to take Joyce's order. Do warriors come in aprons, Joyce?
Well, yes, sometimes, if they are not currently dressed in the day. You have fought, have you not, in battle, and survived?
Yes, I suppose.
Make sure, what? My eyes. But what I really want to know is, what was it like the first time? First time you ever had to do battle?
It was pretty awful now that I remember it. There was quite a few of my allies down on the floor. There was a lot of blood, quite a few broken wrists and knees. Wasn't a nice sight, to be completely honest with you, Joyce.
But it gets better, right?
Oh no, it got way worse from there. Then we discovered that the people we were fighting for had a whole thing going on with the family. It was very sad towards the end. Then there was a time where our shovel got stolen.
Oh no!
That was very troublesome. I was not expecting that in my adventuring days. But other than that, it's pretty much regular. A lot of blood. Sometimes you'll get poisoned and kidnapped. That only happened twice, I think.
Hmm. That's enough to put anybody off.
Oh no. I mean, hopefully it will keep you as far away as possible. It's a very dangerous road to be an adventurer. I would not recommend it. Anyways, can I recommend something else instead? The soup of the day is carrots.
Sure, I'll take some carrot. It's just I've been asked to go on a pilgrimage. A long way.
Where are you going?
Going to Serendellum.
That is very long.
It's far east, by the way. Map open. Well, I will be traveling with some other priests, and some of them are equipped for battle. Want it to be useful.
Yes.
Maybe now I'm thinking that perhaps healing them after the battle will be good enough.
That is a very good point. Keep yourself safe, Joyce. You never know what might come up. They might even steal your shovels.
Really terrible. Thanks, Natasha. I won't say you were reassuring, but at least you were honest.
Well, I am sorry that I might have caused you worry, but if you are guided by the light of whoever is up there, and I'll glance towards Lathander's symbol, even if it is Lathander or somebody else, you'll be fine. Especially if you're traveling with a bunch of other clerics. It's basically impossible for you to not succeed. You can just heal each other off.
Perhaps. As yet, my healing skills are not particularly great. She sort of nonsense smiles at you and, well, at least the rebuilding's going well, right? The chapel's looking great.
Yeah, after we got destroyed by the war, it's great to see that there's some way that we can rebuild. It's unfortunate that most of our buildings were torn down and we are basically refugees, but other than that, it's great.
With that, we shall leave Natasha chatting away and pick up with Hennick. In the speediest sense, Hennick, I think we'll skip over a couple of things and
Yeah.
focus on a couple of others. So first of all, we left off last session with you planting a few things. You're tilling the ashy soil and working out what seeds you might stick in it.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that by this time he's probably planted most of the seeds he's got just to see what grows where, how?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, yeah, I think he has some idea what's good. I don't think he's done anything yet with the he gets some weird mushroom seeds from somebody. He's not giving those a try just yet. But yeah, otherwise, and that one dude last time chopped some stuff off, so he's trying that out.
Yep. On the sort of second day of your stay in Sandringham, a gentleman comes by, a dwarf. In fact, this is Bryce. He seems to be in charge of the dwarves who are rebuilding. Sort of, Hennick, good morning. Good morning.
Hello there.
I've been assigned to your lot for today. Well, the mayor did say something a little strange, though. He said I was to rebuild a house here, whether Hennick is staying or not.
Well, strange, but obvious what you need to do then, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, I'll be rebuilding either way, but I figure if you are staying, you might want to say at least in... I don't know, do you want 2 stories or 3? Do you want it white or brown? Oh, are we talking... large or small? Do I need to put a stables on the edge? I've been given no details for this home.
Well, perhaps you can work out from the wreckage what it was like and put it back exactly as it was.
Well... can build it to the same size, but the wreckage doesn't tell me much else. But perhaps the previous inhabitant.
Yeah, and I will, I don't know exactly what it was like, but I will tell him exactly what it was like.
Right, okay, and with that he sort of looks at you and do you think you'll be living there?
Well, I suppose that's something that gonna have to sort out. I don't know.
Well,
I need to spend a few days. See if things see if life works the same way as it once did.
well, I'll get the guys on it, and you should have a word with Niall.
On what subject, if I might ask?
I think it's best if he tells you that.
All right, then I'll have a word with just about anyone.
And
Thank you for your work there, by the way. So,
Bryce turns to you, and I think Niall will be by shortly. At least, I would imagine so. Well, this is very awkward. I do apologize.
doesn't seem too terribly awkward to me.
I'll get on with the building. And with that, he sort of, wanders off, and you're left thinking, what the fuck? And a little while afterwards, a half-elf comes along, and... Hennick, right? That's you?
Yes, indeed.
Good morning. I'm Niall Vorkane. I've been assigned a plot of land by the Duke of Harbondon in Sandringham. To understand that, well, I originally was under the understanding that we would be neighbours. So, it seems, well, there's only one real way to pass this. The mayor sent me down here to ask you if you'll be staying. See, I've been assigned we've basically been assigned the same plot of land with house at either end, it seems.
I see.
Well, yes, I'm not sure I do, to be honest. It's a terrible piece of business.
You're to farm it then?
Oh, perhaps.
Just live in it on a house. Live on it in a house.
I come from the city. I was once a merchant, but I had hoped to take up the life of a farmer. But I do not want to usurp somebody else's land or business. I'm most disgruntled by this turn of events.
Well, you see, I'm a bit torn, really. I don't care for, well, in this case, I happen to know the particular bigwig who's sticking his nose into the situation, and I'm not a big fan, on top of my normal predisposition against him, but under the circumstances, as it happens, it may be nice to have someone to, at least until the matter is straightened out, be a bit of a caretaker of the plot.
Well, from my understanding, it's the Duke has sent me here with a writ to land, and Mayor Gullen has turned around and said there isn't any, and that I should speak to you. It seems to be a miscommunication. I don't think anybody has specifically said, that this is... But regardless, they have said that this beautiful tree here is to be... Well, their words, get the chop. However, I have thought that perhaps instead we might build my home around the tree, keeping the tree preserved at the center. I don't see any reason to knock down such a beautiful tree.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. I
would
don't
just...
know that I'm in.
Sorry, go on.
No, I don't know that I'm inclined just yet to stop Bryce over there and tell him to build the house to your specifications. I think we still do want you to probably have a separate abode, but...
Oh, no, sir, I think you misunderstand. And sort of he gestures towards your home, and then there's the plot of land, and then the other side there's a tree. It's the tree the other side that's where his home is to be. He definitely doesn't want to be where your house is. So he's got his own house and his own bit of land for his house. It's just the farming land, sir, that seems to be, well, I think they believe that we'll be sharing it or arguing over something, but in my opinion, it's your land. You do with it as you please, and if you should need it looked after, or there is perhaps some spare that I can utilize, then perhaps.
Do you know much about the farming?
I've read many books, and I kept an excellent herb garden at my home up at the city, but true farming the land? No, I can't say I do, but I'm willing to learn from... I understand there's quite a few good farmers here, yourself included.
Well, with the ash and all, you've got a particular challenge ahead of you, but supposing I am going to leave, I think I ought to give you a little bit of a crash course, as they might say.
I'd enjoy that. From what I understand, the ash in the soil gives it a greater acidity, which allows it to grow more, plants more accustomed to softer lands and perhaps hotter temperatures. Or so say the books. But, well, and then he sort of hefts a big box out, a wooden box, and lifts it up, and he's just got seeds in lots of different places that are all very neatly labeled scientifically. And And perhaps at this point, it's noticeable that he's very into the theory and he about the practical part at all.
Sure, sure.
He sort of gives your spade a terrified look when he realizes that it might be him that has to use it.
I will immediately put it into his hand, seeing that, and just sort of let him know. You know, you've got a lot of good information here. It looks like, and I trust a bit of that myself sometimes, at least the common wisdom. And I have my copy of my almanac there, and this will give you a little more general idea if you want to peruse this while I'm around, and we'll just try some things out.
Oh, wonderful! That sounds great. I'll help however I can. And then he sort of very gingerly pokes the shovel into the ground and flicks a bit of soil. But he'll get into it after a while, and he's clearly not afraid to get his hands dirty. He just doesn't really know how to do anything.
Now we need to start very early because like about after lunchtime to head down to the river for a little while. So be prepared for an early start.
I myself like to be up before the dawn, so that's more than suitable to me.
Very good.
And with that, we'll leave you for a couple of days, interacting with him and helping him grow stuff and whatnot. And then we pick up a couple of days later. Torrin pops around and gives you the leather armor and tells you about, talks to you about the mission to go and rescue the to go and speak to the Duke of Lorvalen.
Mm-hmm.
And he, for one, would very much like to get back on the road and be adventuring and whatever. Obviously, he doesn't have a home here anymore, with his family gone onwards. He also mentions that he's going to spend a little longer at the leatherworking and such, so he isn't in too much of a hurry, but he drops by sort of 6 leather thongs that you'd asked for that could be used for jewelry making.
Wonderful.
And mentions that there is a lady in the Carnhaven household who's been known to work stone, and should you wish to spend a couple of hours with her on a Thursday afternoon, she might show you some of the jewelry working she does.
Yeah, I would. I'm assuming enough days go by. Well, he doesn't know. He's going to be very interested in that, and yet not for 3 or 4 days. He's
absolutely fine.
Like, no, I must try to reestablish what I do, and it probably won't go quite to plan, but that's his intention. But then, yeah, we'll certainly go over there at some point.
Okay. After 3 or 4 days pass, and you're beginning to get a grasp on the land. If you were to drop by the Carnhaven household, Hennick might pick up some jewelry making. Probably does pick up some jewelry making, in fact. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. No, sorry. That's not correct. Give me a wisdom check.
Okay.
That's a 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So Hennick understands the practical side of it, but she waffles on a lot about theory, and he's just like, maybe. I like to do things. However, the reason why he didn't take in too much may be because he was quite distracted. As this woman maintains a solarium at her home. So there is one part of her front living room that has a bit of the roof missing. And inside she has loads of pots filled with various different plants of different sizes and shapes, and quite a few of them unrecognizable to Hennick from distant lands. And Hulk turns to them pretty quickly, and she will tell you that she's picked up quite a few of these pots. She loves these sort of large pots, either from the crossroads or from some of the bigger cities. And she grows all sorts of things in them. You do have to remember to be quite attentive with the watering jug, but other than that, she thinks that they're better than gardens.
Well, the soil just comes from outside around here then? Or do you have to take it from various places where the plants are from? And
A couple of the plants I bought came in soil, but most of them I just sort of, just dig up some earth outside, lob it in. Maybe move it around a little bit, get some air into it. Nothing too far down, but yeah, Some fresh soil.
Fabulous.
And
Yeah,
then she
that's,
gestures
that's
towards a
wonderful.
couple of them and says, sometimes, you know, if the plant is used to hotter climates or needs a little bit more care, I put a little bit of sand in with it. But, you know, that can be gathered from down by the riverbank. So,
Sure. That's excellent. Pots themselves are earthy, full of earth, and growing more plant. I like this quite a bit. Wonder how important the class structure here is. Yeah, no, this is of great interest.
she says, I mean, they could grow outside in these pots. It's just that, well, I like them indoors. It makes, you know, makes home feel a bit more natural and a bit more airy and lighter. My
Yeah.
husband is a practicing druid. He tries. But he does love to be at home with nature, and for the two of us, it feels right.
Well, now you said you got these pots from all over different places, the city and so forth. I wonder if I might acquire some around these parts,
Well, I know of a couple
or make
of...
do with something.
Well, I mean, how many pots are you thinking? Just a couple,
Well,
or are you thinking of
just
an entire
a
garden's
few.
worth?
No, thinking about on the move, so just a few to fit in a cart, perhaps.
Got a couple of small ones I could spare. I can't say they're massively spacious, but you're more than welcome to them just to get your hands going. But if you were looking to perhaps produce a few, you know, work with a few more, I believe the Lassiters, quite a lot of things. They might have a couple to spare. I know that Garen was selling some antiques. So he says, and Sarah's always getting rid of various stuff. I mean, it might be worth asking. The only people I can think of. Frankly, the way Sandringham is these days, people seem to be bringing more than they're getting rid of. Little to sell and lots to buy.
Yeah, what do you mean, the way things... How have things felt to you? You've been around while we've been away.
New people. Wonderful. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like a cold juice on a summer's morning, you know? Everywhere I turn, there's the young, the new, the growing. And yet, still, all the old families remain, and well, they have their homes and they're rebuilding, and there's a real air of hope about the place, but it's nice that although we have our familiar things, you know, I'm so lucky that my home has stayed quite so sturdy. The new life and the new hope is really what's so exciting. I mean, the islets have been so wonderful and welcome to everybody around, and I think it's good for the town. I like new young blood.
I always thought the air was pretty fresh the way it was, but
Oh, headache.
I suppose
headache.
it is good for the folk.
Change happens, whether we like it or not. It comes to us. Better to accept it than to try and run away from it.
Perhaps so, but perhaps a little bit of running is what the change demands.
Thinking of going somewhere?
Well, Torrin in particular, I don't know if you know, his family had gone away after the disaster. They've moved back home, and
Itchy heels,
well,
that Dragonborn. Itchy heels.
yeah, but I can understand it. If we're gonna be influenced by the leadership of these lands and placing new people here and that sort of thing, I suppose we might need to go and have our say once in a while.
Word says, you've been having some merry adventures with Gordon Goldenbrand and with the innkeeper's daughter and strange cat fellow. Both of them.
Yeah, strange is the right word, but it's been interesting. That's for sure.
Well, storms are coming. Change will happen, whether we
Evidently.
like it or not.
Evidently.
We didn't really get much of that jewelry making done, did we? Well, perhaps over the next couple of days I might show you a few more tricks, but something tells me you won't be around for long.
Well, if I'm able to do some growing on the move, then the jewelry making is not as important. I just didn't want to leave myself on the road and no way to use my hands. So,
Well, indeed.
at least I'll have the pots.
She sort of makes a little smile at you that's a little too comforting, a little too nice. You know, knowing that she has a husband. And she may sit a little close a couple of times, and I think at that point, Hennick, probably with his head screwed on, take his leave.
Yeah, indeed.
And we resume in the Traveller's Rest Inn. It's a late Sunday evening. It's been about 10 or 11 days in Sandringham. Torin has popped in to give Natasha the sling and the cloak. Hennick has dropped in for whatever reason he drops in. And the other cats have finally come down from their magical experimentation, probably because they're hungry and have forgotten to buy any food.
It's magic. Yes.
And just magically, indeed, the whole party finds themselves at the Traveller's Rest Inn.
Oh, how wonderfully convenient.
And it is Torin who turns to you and... You know, I'd really like to deliver that message to the Duke myself.
Message to the Duke, huh?
To Lord Alan, get them all, united with you, Auntie, and get peace talks going. And I know we could send someone else, but I want to do it myself. What do you say we get back on the road?
Looks like we're heading out sooner than expected then.
We talked about a couple of weeks. I mean, I can wait 3 or 4 days or more, but... Hey. Get moving.
Is there anything that anyone needs to do, or... Are we looking good to go?
We saved people out there, we did good things. And... wasting my time around here just feels fruitless.
By way of answer, Hennick just begins to recite in the corner. They say there ain't no place that feels like home. Some days cliches can say as much as tomes. Neath gray ash lays the clay in deep rich loam. That bouquet remains away through nose to bones. But by and by you find you see the change. Your mind won't buy the lie, you feel estranged. Defy your eyes, deny what's rearranged. You sigh and cry out why, but home is strange. You see, they mean there'll be no place like home, not one, none under sun. The place you've known itself has felt like melted ice and snow. Too swift, home shifts and drifts. You might should roam, and I think we must, folks. I'm with you, Torin.
I'll only go on one condition.
Brian sort of gives you an eyebrow.
Eyebrows are raised here as well.
Can we please follow the path of the way of the whatever?
The way of the path.
The way of the path, yes.
Whatever he said.
2 roads, 1 sentence.
The path of the way, the route of the road.
The route to the road.
Chiavo, give me an intelligence check, please.
It's 19.
Yeah, you remember having looked at some of the maps that there was one that was on the way. Of Alan. Oh, Book mentioned it was built or...
It was what, sorry?
It was in quite a popular place. It was reused.
Huh. Do I remember where exactly it is that it was pointing to? Was it pointing to Harbondon or something?
Wait. It was... Put a pin in it when I can find a pin.
Oh. Okay. Is that a pin for Black Radish?
No, that's a party token. You should all be able to add the party token and control it yourselves. If somebody wants to control it, go ahead and... Oh no, you can add it. It should just say party token.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it, though it's a hell of a long way from... Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, I'm looking for a specific pin. I'm not finding it. Oh, there we go. Holy hell. That is a pin.
That is
Oh.
a gigantic pin. Holy crap.
So, just over here, in these hills, there is a ruin. It's in fact a crypt. Once upon a time, it was just a cave for the way of the path. Though now it is a crypt. And it is said that undead have claimed it back for themselves. After Kiavo begins to think a little bit about this, and he opens the book, and the book gives him this information, it will then inform him that whilst your talents are mediocre, with the help of your friends, I do think you might be able to compete. It is path number 3.
But expect danger, Theseus.
Expect undead. It's a crypt that's said to have come back to life.
That's about as conclusive as I could ever expect.
However, it is the Tomb of Heroes. Many heroes were laid to rest there after the Great Battle of Dacron, when Lorvalen and Dacron once sat either side of a border, and Jorston claimed Dacron for itself, pushed the border back. Many of the heroes of that fight were buried in what was once the Way of the Path's caverns. Do you know what that means? It means treasure.
Oh. Okay.
Indeed, rumor states that a great mage was buried there, whose name I'm going to find out in a second. A great mage was found there. I was not expecting to give you this information right now if you hadn't guessed.
Yeah.
And his name was Great Mage was found there. His name was Adal Nazarek. And Adal Nazarek was famous for one thing in particular. He kept no spell books. Instead,
he memorized every single spell.
No. Instead, he stored his spells in a sentient orb. Gave him extra powers, or so they say. This orb was known as the Crystalline Chronicle.
Okay, that's incredibly quirky and somewhat fascinating.
Should you like to see it, Crystalline Chronicle is quite famous. And as you flick through your book, Crystalline Chronicle will appear. It's going to be huge again. I don't know why everything's huge on this map. But hey, if you're zoomed in as I am, that's massive. But I put it next to Jorston so you can have a little look.
No, yeah, that's cool.
Crystalline Chronicle. In
That's
fact, you know what? I didn't need to do that because I can do that. There you go. Information is upon your screen. Imagine that. It even tells you what it does. Isn't that cool?
Is it on my screen?
Is it not?
No. No, for some reason it
Is it
isn't.
on your screen now?
Not
No?
yet.
Oh.
Are you trying to... Yeah, now it is.
Okay, there you go. Okay, sorry, I thought it would work the first time. 4 times I clicked it. Apparently 5 times lucky. That is the Crystalline Chronicle, and whilst it could be of vague interest to you, you obviously have a sentient spellbook that talks to you, so you wouldn't really want to replace it. However,
No.
Bastion might find it of interest. And it's in the way of the
That's what I
path.
was thinking, yeah.
I don't know, I kind of like the idea of Kiava just having all of these magical things talking to him at one time.
By sentient, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will talk to you. It is awakened in intelligence in other ways. It will merely store spells and allow you to garner some other spells and also to use them without material components or words or all sorts of other exciting things, you know. Why not? But, well, the book recommends that there's plenty of treasure on the way, and, well, perhaps you guys stop by.
Well, it's certainly going to be a dangerous endeavour, but
Torren will vote yes,
Sebastian raises
because
a
the
good point
DM
that
did
we
not prep it
should
for no
be
reason.
looking to do this. I'm in for
2
it.
days. Let's leave in 2 days.
2 days it is.
Prepare.
Torren looks at you. I could do 2 days. He's had a different accent every time I spoke. That's it, by the way. This time I went back. I can do 2 days.
I don't know what all anyone might need to get together. I have a little bit of the money that has been given to us as a group. If there's anything that we need from the dazzling array of goods now available in Sandringham, let me know. But otherwise, I suppose I should gather up some provisions and have a few things to take care of on my own. But then we can go.
Does anyone in Sandringham happen to have a counterspell scroll for sale?
No. Amazingly, they don't. Not only do they not have a counterspell scroll for sale, but they'll remind you that even if you had one, you wouldn't be able to use it. Also, a Karu T456. Hello, welcome to the... Lots going on today. We've moved to Roll20 for the first time, so chat is the one thing that I seem to forget exists. But that doesn't mean we don't appreciate you very much, Pop. Regardless, 2 days hence, shall we? Get up on the road. And on the first day, travel nicely. It's a good journey, and I will over my day. Who's that? Bruno! You! Roll me a D100.
In the 2 days,
Mhm.
I want to see if I can get any pots from those Lassiter people.
Oh, yep. You can roll me a D6.
Oh, sure.
99.
99.
Natasha, you level up 10 times.
That's for,
I roll well for pots. 6 on a 6.
Fantastic! I was going to give you the higher number of whichever one else had them. You can have 6 pots.
Awesome.
I got a 1, so... it's,
And perhaps,
interesting.
just because of the, I don't know, maybe not coincidence, because you plan things, but there is a mushroom farmer on the
There is
Sandringham list.
indeed a mushroom farmer on
So
the
I would
Sandringham
want to
list.
stop by. I just feel like that's something that Hennig probably has not really
Yeah.
done much of.
100%. I have a name here.
Thomas
Where are we?
Rickson.
Oh, why, thank you. Yes. So the Rexons are a little unusual. What the f is going on with my webcam? Hello, welcome back. The Rexons are a little unusual. The wife is a seamstress, though she doesn't sew clothes. She sews blankets and rugs and carpets and all sorts of weird things, and she likes to pattern them very elegantly, and sort of very symmetrical patterns that she does in squares as she builds them outwards. Thomas Rickson, however, is decidedly odd. He sort of walks around looking a little lost and in his own world quite a lot. And when you drop by, he's sort of... Oh, I know you.
Well, I think you probably ought to, if we've been around the town for a while together. It's Hennig Littlefield.
Oh, Sandringham, yeah. Gone down recently. He built... That was a
Indeed
sad
it
day.
has. I understand you know a bit about growing mushrooms.
Oh, why? Me and mushrooms, we get on very well. Indeed, the mushrooms
I acquired some
understand me.
strange spores here.
Oh, might I expect them?
Certainly.
So, can I tell you what they were?
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
just had...
I don't think I did. Which is good.
No, I don't think
I like
so.
to tell you what they are now. But just checking that I haven't already told you what they are, and
Yeah,
I'm
that
now
makes
going to
sense.
tell you. So, yes, these are Amanita cap and blue toadshade. Said them and Amanita cap likes to grow in the dark. It's not a friend of the light, is Amanita cap. Tends to be a quiet one. Doesn't talk much. Quite tasty though. Best not to let grow too long or it can be poisonous. Pick
So
it when it's
some of
right.
them talk then.
All mushrooms talk if you know how to listen.
All right. Is
And,
that something one could learn to do?
oh no, I don't think so. You can't hear them, then you never will. Sad, really.
But simple.
Blue toadshade. That one likes the light, grows towards it. Usually grown next to trees or other large shrubs. If you're growing it yourself, you'll want to plant something big next to it, so got someone to lean on. Likes a friend, as blue toadshade. Not an independent fellow. But it seeks the light, like all good men should. Excellent healing properties if grown properly.
Well, that's very useful information. Thank you, Mr. Rickson.
Why come you by mushrooms? Where came you by the mushrooms? That's what she was going for. I butchered that sentence, didn't I? Where came you by the mushrooms?
Well, my friend, I think is the guy now, Gregor, over in Harbondon.
Yeah, Gregor.
Had some. I was buying some, turnips and kale and things, or caleb, sorry, and he just happened to have mushroom seeds as well, and thought I might want to try them out. But I thought I would go to the expert.
What's most unusual? I mean, he's clearly fuddled these, as there are two different types of mushroom here. But the Amanita cap, don't grow above ground usually. Down in the Underdark.
Yeah, this is what he said, actually. So I sort of figured it would have to be covered up, but it's good for you to confirm that.
They can be finickety mushrooms. Like a confident hand and a good friend. But I'll reward you greatly. If you're looking to get into growing mushrooms, mine are just coming to blossom, in particular. Friend of mine. Come with me. And he turns
right.
and walks straight away from you, just assuming that you're...
Yeah, I will.
And he will need you to... he will need you to the cellar. And in the cellar, you will see that from the ceiling grow glowing yellow mushrooms.
Ooh.
Looks at you, and mushrooms are my favorite. For they are not tasty. They do not like to be eaten. They will grow, and they will keep growing. Bigger and bigger. Never give in or wither. Yet they shed this beautiful dust. With that, he sort of shakes them. Just a couple of them. And a little of this yellow dust falls down in front of him, and he very quickly sort of motions with his hand, and you notice the dust sort of gathers into his hand as if by magic. And he says the luminous cap dust is quite incredible. Although it can be used to light your way in the dark, and indeed can give guidance in places of no light, even magical darkness, so they say. The more interesting property of the luminous cap dust, fire, it mixed well. Like these mushrooms, they've got a fire in their heart, you know. They grow no matter
I
what.
can see that.
I'm sorry,
Well,
were you leaving?
I think perhaps that is the best idea.
Yeah. With that, he immediately grabs two of these yellow mushrooms and puts them in your hand. Treat them well. Being good friends to me.
I will keep them company.
Olive
Thank
doesn't understand the mushrooms, but Conrad will. He's older.
I'm sure he will. Thank you, Mr. Rickson.
Yes.
Yeah, I will take the.
I've been waiting since session 2 to meet that guy. I fucking love the idea of this mushroom farmer who just listens to mushrooms. He's a druid of the spores, if it's relevant.
Sure.
So after a couple of days, is there anything else that anybody would have wanted to do in Sandringham before we left and Bruno rolled a 99?
Only if you want me to spend a lot of money on food.
No. You've got some, haven't you?
Well, I mean, it just I haven't really taken a bunch off, so like there's a bunch in there, but
Yeah,
I don't
that's
feel
fine.
really
We can assume that
keeping
you
track of eating.
repurchased them and you know, you regrew them and found them in different places and whatever. Bruno, did you say 99?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's bloody convenient, isn't it? On the first day, as you travel out of Sandringham, you come across a wild boar that Torin brings down with sword and bow, because he doesn't have to make a check. And so, if you didn't have any fresh meat, you'd do now. You may add 3 sets of pork for the road, as well as cooking lunch that day. And go ahead and give me a cooking check, if you don't mind, Henrik, and we'll see if...
Certainly. Wow, really can roll today, huh? 10 with a +6.
Lovely. So that is just a good, nice, tasty meal. No bonuses, but you make a little progress. And on the second day, Kiavo. Roll me a D100. And then he said, roll me a D50. Find one of those.
Yeah, that's an odd one to roll a D50. 17.
17, you say. Roll me a D20, please.
Okay. 1.
1! Ah, you encounter Ewan on the road. Does anybody remember Ewan? Bonus points if you can tell me who Ewan is. That's
Shit, I can't remember.
it's like episode 3, I think.
Yeah.
Ewan is a cartographer. He is making a map of Jorston and of the wider world of Beldania. And he will look at you and give you a couple of updates. His most recent map. He tells you that the orcs have built a camp up in the mountain. Or on the way down the mountains. He tells you he's been up in the mountains. They've got themselves a little market stall going on. Orcish market. Or a bazaar, as they call it. And that's now up there. This was the purpose. Originally, I thought this was going to be on Roll20, so this is the purpose of Ewan. And obviously, it didn't matter the first time, because then I realized, oh, I'm not going to, like, upgrade it every time. Yeah. Now that we've got it, I might as well do it. He will also tell you of a druid's grove he discovered down in the south. And with that, that's Ewan gone. Other than that, the day passes fairly pleasantly. And the second day is over. And you move onwards. On the third day, you have to travel through a short woods. Josh, roll me a D100.
$32.
2. You would like to place your tokens upon the top side of the map, please. Top left. Yeah, why is that happening? Okay, I'm gonna
Used in large on myself.
Yeah, bear with me a second. I'm gonna go and separate it. I think it's because I started on a larger map.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're supposed to go small on the griddle line, aren't they?
They are. It's a nice track, though.
It's chill.
Oh yeah, black radish is the right size. That's nice. Josh, can you take Sebastian off? Can you delete him and then re-add him? I don't seem to have a Chiavo. Did he re-add at the right size?
I just had to reload because Roll20 just started erroring for me.
Josh, did he re-add at the right size?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, but you're the right size. What?
I am, but Chiavo isn't.
No, when you deleted and re-added...
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by no, you meant yes.
Yes, and you should have known that.
That sounds about correct. Okay, Black Radish is the right size, because obviously that's a cart as well. The next time you guys add your tokens, they should be the right... Oh, really, Jamal?
Oh, right. Okay.
Sake. I didn't ask you to add it, don't I? The next time you guys re-add your characters. Okay. So, oh, you guys can see everything on the map, can't you?
Yeah, I was gonna sort of let you know that at some point, but
Yeah, I've just
You're
realized
busy.
they're not in the right thingy. Well, anyway, that's okay because you can probably work out what's about to happen, so we'll just say it. Go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Damn.
Can somebody roll me a d20? It'll be Doran's initiative.
shall I? Oh,
Anyone?
There we go. Looks like Yava did it.
Yeah, rolled a 14.
A 14. Lovely.
Yeah.
Doran's initiative.
But he's going to get a plus something, right?
Nope,
For his,
nope.
Oh,
Nope,
okay,
don't
it's
have
just
enough.
flat 0.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not, but I've decided that it will be
Okay.
for this one. Not be madness with initiative. So from the trees up to the north, you see a little sort of hideout has been built into the trees up to the north. Let me just do this. Actually, hold on. There you go. And from the trees, an arrow whistles out. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to put everybody together. Cool. An arrow whistles out at Natasha. Natasha, that is a 23 to hit you.
That hits.
Indeed, it does. Fantastic. And you will take 4 piercing damage. As you see the archer in the trees up ahead. You can assume that you're being ambushed. Kiava. Your turn.
Right. This one decided to make their appearance. So I shall rely on the old faithful. What's the distance to that? Here. 70. Okay, so I cannot rely on ye old faithful right now. Instead, what I can do is... What the fuck was that noise?
You're being attacked. Hurry up.
That was a really weird noise coming through on...
There was a squeal of a goblin-like creature and an arrow came out.
Yeah, it was so freaky. Okay,
What are you doing?
so I'm calculating right now. Sorry.
Calculating.
Yeah.
Oh, why have we given him this tool? Somebody get him off Roll20. You can walk through. You can walk through Sebastian. Sebastian is like 5 foot tall.
Okay, right. That's fine. Okay. So, from
He's
here,
far less than that. Yep.
let's say that the archer that shot at me has to make a con save.
He does so, and he gets a 15. Sorry, I
Okay,
should
no,
have
he
rolled to
passes
anybody.
then. Okay, never mind. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Great. I'm so glad it got there eventually. Hennick, you're up.
Yeah, it's ranges, isn't it?
all right. I will just move over a bit. So I believe I am close enough. Yeah. And I will just call out. I like a humble abode, but a bunch of sticks in a tree is a little much. And that is a vicious mockery. He must make a wisdom save.
Do so. You're wondering why he's being asked to make so many saves. That is a 13.
That is a fail. So that is 3 psychic damage, and I think that gives him some disadvantage.
Disadvantage on his next attack.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, does that conclude your turn?
Yeah, I'm not close enough to do any.
Okay, that brings us to Torin. I don't even have his sheet open. Torin will cast Shield of Faith on Hennick, seeing him go a little too far out. Not too far out, but seeing him moving out. Then I believe he's going to take a dash action. Wait, he has Guiding Bolt? Probably should have done that. Oh well. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. He takes the dash action and stands face to face with it. And that shall conclude his turn. This point, you see little fellow down here, here in the battle, and he fires an arrow off at Hennick. That is a... Where's that? Go to roll to you guys with that. Yep, he's firing a crossbow. In fact, it's a bolt. That's a 6 to hit you.
Does not hit.
Does it not? Amazing. Sebastian, you're up.
Okay, I will move here, and then I will use my action to summon an absorption shield. That'll go right there. Should like block me from everything.
Yep.
Possibly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and then that'll activate my arcane ward. And I think that's all I can do right now.
Okay. Yep, no bonus action.
I don't think I have a... I mean, I can turn a leaf into a dagger, but apart from that...
Okay, cool. Do you know what? That's what I'm missing. I knew I was doing something wrong. But I don't know how to import this now that I've done it. So I'll do it next time. That leads us to Captain of the Bandits. You see a lady step out. And she is looking fine. She's also looking deadly. And she meets Torin with her blade. That is a... Wow, a nat 1. She misses with that. An 8? Wow. Alright, come on. You can do it. Holy hell. That's incredible. A 1, a 2, and a 6. What a set of dice. Natasha, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet up, so... 30. I'm gonna cast Dawnfire on Torin
Uh-huh.
as my action.
That's a con save for them, is that correct?
Yeah, the DC is 14.
Okay, there's 1 success and 1 fail. The guy with the bow failed.
So the guy with the bow takes 1 radiant damage,
Oh, okay.
and
Torin
Torin
gains that,
gains 1 temporary hit point.
Okay, fantastic.
And then the thing I'm going to do, my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'm just going to position it right there, behind the bandit lady.
Yep.
Does flanking apply? Please remind me.
Flanking does not apply to spiritual weapon, no.
Okay. Does a 15 hit the lady?
No. Right.
But that's my turn.
He is well armored. Five. Sorry, doing something real quick. Bastion's in it. 6. And 14. Okay. This dude. Oh, why is it? I don't care. I don't care. Roll 20 can start itself. It keeps resetting its initiative every time I press next. At this point. Ooh. Can he do that? Tiavo, a dagger flies out at your back. Ooh! That is a 24 to hit you.
At my back.
Yes. Well, sort of. Yes.
Okay.
Side. That is 2 plus 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus 9 piercing damage. For a total of 14 piercing damage.
The fuck? Okay.
As that is shot, as he has sneak attacked you. And very briefly, you see him appear. And then he is going to hide. I don't know if I have a stealth thing, but we'll just we'll use that. He's in stealth mode. You will require a perception check to see him. And that brings us to our little friend. Actually, it brings us to our little friends over here. Who will begin to make their way across the battlefield. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. No, he's staying over there. He's shooting bows. Okay, cool. And that will end their turns, which brings us back to our archer at the top. He will bonus action disengage to move 10 feet backwards. And then he shall take a shot at Hennick. In fact, he shall take 2 shots at Hennick. That's a 10 and a 12 to hit you.
Thanks to some of the AC given to me by Torin, I am fine.
Yarbo, you're up.
Okay, let's see if I can find the guy who attacked me.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a 10. Passive perception's higher still, Jesus.
If your passive perception was high enough, you would already be able to see him.
Well, that's put me in a fucking bind.
I mean, you know he's somewhere over there, but...
Yeah,
There's
but
an
I can't just,
absorption
like,
wall there.
fire off a line shot, can I? That'd be too meta, wouldn't it?
Probably not. Well, I mean, you can fire off a line shot. I can't promise it'll hit.
And plus, he's got, like, decks out the arse anyway,
Yeah.
because, yeah.
He's stealthed in that position. That doesn't mean that's where he is, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, you still get a turn.
No, I know. I'm just considering what my options are right now, because, my options aren't the best. I will drink a potion of healing as a bonus action. It is bonus action for potions still, right? That's what we brought in.
Yep.
That'll give me 6 health at least. So I'll just adjust that real quick. There. Right. And this bitch here. gonna try to sling my acid arrow at that thing. Gonna shuffle up first so I don't hit Torrin. Shuffle a little further if I need to, but
No, that's fine. Got a clear line of sight there.
yeah. That's a... Wow, okay, never mind. That's not even...
Okay. Oh, wow, never mind. Like to hear.
No, actually, on a miss, arrow splashes target for half initial damage.
Yep.
No damage turn, so that's... Yeah, that's 3 damage.
Sorry?
That's 3 damage.
Okay. It doesn't seem particularly to have noticed.
Yeah, oof. Okay. Well, yeah, that's me.
Okay, Hennick. Up.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of doing a thing, and I don't think it makes sense, so... Seeing as they seem quite inclined to harm us...
Sorry, that was very loud.
Well, let's cause something a little bit louder. And, call out in such a way that noise rings out back over here. Oh, I gotta get the pointer tool so I can move this to where it already goes. And yeah, there's no way to get all 3 of those guys. I cast Shatter.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a con save from both of those folk up there, the lead lady and the archer who keeps shooting at me.
Oh, I got a pair of 3s.
Well, that's not good for them. That's only at the 2nd level, so... Oh, well, if you roll like shit... 5!
Oh, what the hell was that? Sorry. That was very loud. I didn't hear what you said. Something just played. I'm really not very good at the sound thing here.
Maybe it was my clinky dice noise.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was me.
It was
I need to turn
a
my
big fat
bass
5.
down.
I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2 on 3d8.
Oh, no.
So that's a giant waste of that spell slot.
Okay. What we were trying to do was cast Shadow. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Sick. Apparently that's what happens when I cast Shadow. And with 2 failures, that is one of them. The archer is looking a little shook. The captain still is unsure if she's been attacked by anyone. Torrin is up. And now that he's in range, he will take a... Does he get 2 attacks yet? Is that level 4? Okay, no, he does not. So he will take a slash, a swing. Does he have any actions? He does. He shall take a slash and a swing at her. Is a 13 to hit, which will miss. And then as a bonus action, he shall compel the archer to a duel. The archer will fail. Will return towards him. He is compelled. That brings us to our little bandit down the bottom, who is going to take another shot at Natasha. Natasha, that is a 11 to hit you.
He'll
Oh.
pull up her shield and throw the arrow away.
Okay. And that brings us to Sebastian.
Okay. I just want to see the radius of this. Okay, yeah, great. Oh, but no,
Okay.
wait.
The initiative order should now be on the screen for everybody.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Sebastian's like gonna like point his staff and like raise a hand, and then in this area, just these magical balls of snow appear, and they start like throwing at these two, but as if they're being thrown by people in a snowball fight. Like, yeah.
Yep. Just
Um,
sort of,
oh, yeah.
yeah.
So they'll need to make dex saves.
Okay. Oh, I can't see my own rolls on D&D Beyond anymore. That is a 6. Is it now appearing? It's because I had my... Oh, dear. Happened. Okay, that was a 6, and that one is a 9. So 2 failures.
2 failures, that's 14 cold damage.
Okay, the bandit captain finally looks like she actually has been hit. And the archer is nearly dead. Can you remove your... It doesn't last, does it? It doesn't last multiple turns, does it?
I wish it did, but no.
Okay.
Maybe I'll make it do that in the future.
Okay, he looks severely wounded. I thought that was going to do that, but it doesn't. There we go. He's severely wounded. He's not dead. I don't know why that says he's dead. I'm really struggling with this. And the captain of the guard shall attack twice, Torin. Oh, apparently I'm just going to ping that stick. That's a good job. That's a 22 to hit, a 9 to hit, 17 to hit. A 22 will hit, a 17 will hit, a 9 will miss. A total of 5 slashing and 5 piercing damage. In Torin's health by 10, although technically only 9 because he had 1 temp HP. Okay. Natasha, you're up.
Kiavo took some damage, didn't he?
You can see his HP, I believe, on roll 20.
I cannot.
Oh, only I see that? Okay, yeah. He appears to be half health.
Okay, so I am going to cast Aid on myself, Kiavo, and Torin, which means we get 5 HP and our hit point maximum temporarily increases by 5.
Yep. So max HP modifier 5. Click on your HP and put that in. Increase your current HP as well. Cool. Bonus action?
Yeah, just give me one quick second. Cool. I'm gonna use my movement to move over here, and then I'm going to attack with my spiritual weapon.
On the boss. Yes.
Yeah, but I got a 1.
Yeah.
So that's
cool.
my turn.
Marvelous. Sebastian. 16 to hit you.
Miss.
Sorry?
That's a miss.
Okay. 24 to hit you.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay. He doesn't get a sneak attack for this because obviously it's his second attack. That is 4 slashing damage. 4 piercing damage, sorry. And you need to make a con save, please. Con save.
Sorry. Okay, I don't know what I just did. But okay.
Oh! I don't know what you did
Yeah,
either.
I don't know either. Okay, that's a 16.
I don't even know how you've done that.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, I see.
Oh, my bad.
Put it back where you want it.
Yeah, I was trying to alter
right.
mine.
Yeah, Josh has assigned the absorption shield some HP. What was your con? What was your con save?
A 16.
16. Okay, cool. You take no poison damage. Great. Isn't that exciting? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This dude's gonna walk up and smack a... Oh no, not this again. Stop doing that. Dude's gonna run up and smack Hennick in the face. Hennick, that is a... Okay, right. Hold on. This to everyone, right? So when I roll this, it should come up to you guys, no?
No.
It just says 2GM. I not roll to everyone?
You were rolling to everyone before on D&D Beyond. You've done it
I
before.
am still rolling to everybody on D&D Beyond,
Yeah, I don't know.
but on Roll20 it's not coming up.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing rolls on D&D Beyond either.
No, because they're going through now on Roll20.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing them. Weird. Technical issues.
Alright, well I guess that you can't see the rolls. Not that it matters majorly, but that's fine. 21 to hit you. Nick.
No matter what, yeah.
3 damage.
Okay.
Cool. Our lovely friend, the interesting bandit, is going to move round to the back of Natasha. Natasha, that is a 13 to hit
That does not hit.
and a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex save, please.
I got a 5.
Cool. You are knocked prone. As he sweeps your legs out from under you, the second attack does no damage, it just makes you prone.
No worries.
Cool. The archer is forced to attack our friend. Hang on a minute. My combat tracker just keeps refreshing over and over. It is gonna roll at disadvantage, I guess. I can't roll at disadvantage anymore. That's a 10. To hit. Fine, which one hit? Gavo, you're up.
Right. Which bolt this guy?
Oh, which guy?
Raise my hands. Bolt of lightning.
Which guy?
Does it hit? I pinged him. This guy.
Okay.
Let's see. Does it hit? No. No, it fucking well doesn't. Okay.
What did you get?
A 9.
Okay, no, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. Well, fuck. That's me.
Nick. Josh, you're
Hmm.
giving HP bars to your absorption shield. Or is
Yeah,
that is it meant to have one?
has-
Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the plan, Hennick?
I think this is a waste of everyone's time. I'm going to say to the leader lady. Now you look like a bit of a leader. Why don't you, I suggest you lead these men back into the hills. Probably wisdom save, I think, on suggestion.
Yeah. My combat tracker will of course refresh because I've clicked on another character. Not even mildly annoying, honestly. Wisdom's 16?
Passes.
Sorry. Only a plus
That's
2.
all right. All my big stuff has been useless. I shall give Bardic Inspiration. Apparently they're not leaving, Natasha. You better hit them hard. Bardic Inspiration to Natasha.
Okay, we're gonna see if that works. I'm gonna make a wisdom save. Yeah. You all see that now?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic, and it hides the details on the roll. Okay, fantastic.
Hey.
Since
Torin.
that's the one we saw, I think that's the one that counts, and she fails. So.
No, well, that's a 14.
What the?
I rolled the wrong stat. I rolled a wisdom check instead of save. I don't know if 14 would succeed.
It would anyway, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It would pass.
Torin is up. He shall do the smashing and the slashing. Let's go ahead and roll an attack. Well, that's only gone and got a nat 20, hasn't he?
Well then.
That is 15 slashing damage. And he shall expend a level 1 spell slot to do 4d8 of the smiting damage. Can I roll that with a crit? Oh, let's just roll it twice. That is 18 on the smite, so that is a total of... Don't know. 18 plus 15, 33 damage. Okay, well, she's not going to enjoy that. You dead? No. But she's flipping hurt. Okay, that leads us up to a little bandit over here in the corner with the bow who keeps shooting Hennick. He now can't shoot Hennick because he'll hit his friends. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he's going to take a shot at Torin. That's an 18 to hit Torin, which will hit, dealing 6 piercing damage. Torin is about 2/3 HP. He's looking oaks. That leads us to Sebastian.
Do I care about this guy behind me?
Oh.
Not really. So I will instead make another snowball fight over here. They both need to make dex saves again.
Yeah. Who are you hitting? That dude? 18. That dude. 14.
So they'll both take 6 core damage, already halved.
Okay. One is brought to their knees with damage, and the other one is... It is... I don't know why I bother putting a thingy on. Let's just delete her. She gone. Boss lady down.
A
Okay. Sebastian, does that conclude your turn?
It surely does.
Natasha! You're up.
There's no one below half, is there?
Players?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, I'm going
Torin's close.
to Dawnfire myself.
Uh-huh.
So I need the two bandits around me.
Yeah. Oh, come on! Stop that! Every time I switch between which character I'm targeting, it refreshes the page. A 14... and a 4.
Alright, so the 14 passes, but the 4 loses, which means he takes 2 radiant damage. And
He dies.
Natasha gains 2 temporary hit points. And then on this one here, I'm going to use my bonus action to strike him with my spiritual weapon.
Yep. Go ahead, roll the hit.
Ooh, that's a 22.
That'll hit. Oh, it's hitting
He
from
takes-
15 foot away, but apart from that...
Yeah, I'll move it.
I'm kidding. How much damage?
5.
Okay, he's wounded. I don't know if this helps you guys, but the red dot is wounded and 2 reds is severely wounded.
Well, I think this is the perfect time to say, why are you fighting us? This has got no way to succeed for you. Stop this now, surrender, and leave. And she'll glance at the 2 people that have been killed by this ordeal.
He looks down at the corpse of his dead leader. No. We'll still win. So he believes. Sebastian? No, not Sebastian. He's going to ignore Sebastian. Sebastian, you can have an attack of opportunity if you want. Want to hit it with a stick?
I do no damage, so... No, not particularly.
Okay, cool. Just checking. I think you'd probably save your reaction with something else. Hennick, he's going to attempt to stab you in the back.
Alright.
And he has an ally in range, so he will roll at advantage. Which is a 15. Hit you. Was a 15 hit? Joe, you're muted.
Oh, that's why I couldn't shut you up. I was muted. I was trying to tell you I want to use my thing when they attack at advantage.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Use your thing.
My down to earth feature. use my reaction to use bardic inspiration and make him attempt to make him prostrate himself in humility. Charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma save. Oh, yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah. So he falls prone.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand up to the end of his turn, and he takes one of my bardic inspirations, a d6, 6 psychic damage.
Oh. He laughs
So he can
mockingly.
Still attack me if he wants, but now
he
it'll be
will
disadvantage
make a
'cause he's on the
straight
ground.
attack, right? Because he gets an advantage because he isn't a rogue.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a 15 to hit you.
Yeah. Still will.
That would be his first attack still, right?
Yeah. It doesn't.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It doesn't,
So he'll take a second one. That's a 20 to hit you.
Yeah. Those are both gonna
Okay.
hit.
That is 9 piercing damage. The 15 missed you though, right?
No, the 15 hit.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So that's 9 piercing, then 6 piercing. And then 6 sneak attack damage. And you need to make a
6,
Constitution
right?
saving throw.
It was 9, 6, and 6, right? Something's gone wacky
Yeah.
with my hit points here, so I'll
9
fix it.
piercing, 6 piercing,
sneak.
6 piercing for sneak, and you need to make a
Alright.
Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Yep. 2 in fact. Sorry, been hit twice. 14 is a
14
success.
And 21.
Okay, cool. You are not poisoned. That concludes his turn. Cool. He took his fucking time and did everything he wanted, didn't he? And just because life's a bitch, the guy in front of you is going to take a swing at you.
Well, I'm probably going to be dead, so.
No, you might be unconscious. The likelihood of you being dead is pretty slim. Oh, technically possible. That's a 9 to hit you?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Our little friendly bandit next to Natasha is going to attack you twice. Once with a 20 to hit you, Natasha.
It does indeed hit.
5 slashing damage. Once with a 17 to hit you.
That does not hit.
Okay, cool. Kiavo, you're up. That's tracks a
Okay,
bit better,
let's
isn't
acid arrow this guy here. I want him dead.
it? Do you?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm gonna
Good luck.
sling. I'm gonna sling a gob of acid at him. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh, yes.
13 damage.
Okay.
And it's going to be a further 2d4 at the end of its next turn. Okay, and as far as bonus actions go, so the 2 bandits within 10 feet of me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need them to make a DC 11 Wisdom save as I roar out at them.
Okay. That roll. 3.
Yeah, okay, 3 to fail. And the other bandit.
Hey, don't worry, I clicked on the other bandit, so it refreshed my combat tracker.
Ah.
It does it every time I click on a new character that's not its turn. And a 10. He rolled a con save. Fuck it. It's a 9.
Okay, both fail. Yeah, they're both frightened of me until end of their next turn. Or
Understandable.
Until my next turn, sorry.
Hennick, you're up.
Only just barely. Let's see. I was too busy fixing whatever happened with my HP, so I'm sorry I didn't plan very well. Let's see here. Don't have much of use. I shall. I shall just make fun of this assassin-y freak, the black-hooded one.
Yep.
That's one who stabbed me a lot, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I shall make fun of him for being afraid of my lion friend, and vicious mockery him.
He begs you to stop making him make wisdom saves, and he gets a 2.
Okay, so that is fat 3 psychic damage.
And he shall be rolling
And-
straight on his next attack. Yeah.
Indeed.
Cool. Mr. Torin is up.
And should I
sorry.
do anything? Oh, I would, for all that it's worth, attempt to shove the red one diagonally to the southeast away from me.
Oh,
With
strength
a
save, right?
Strength save, yeah.
Oh! Come on. Well, now Kiava's got an initiative of 0, apparently. That's fine. Whatever. Strength saving throw. Natural 20!
Alright, well, wasn't going to make much difference anyway.
I have no idea if that's the right order, but I've sort of just made it up. I know that it was Torin's go, and he's going to attack. Boom. 30-20. Sick. Boom. 12 slashing damage. Boom. Has nothing else. We'll kill that guy. Fantastic. That brings us to... that brings us to our little archer fellow over here. Who will shoot at Torin. With a scimitar, apparently. Nat 1. Nice. That guy's dead. Why has he got a turn?
That's
Jabba,
what happens
you're
when
up.
you try to shoot your scimitar.
I'm
Right.
sure... No, wait. I've skipped about 3 people there. I've skipped half the round. Sebastian,
Yeah.
you're up.
Okay, so Sebastian is going to, like his eyes are going to dilate and he's going to be lifted off the ground slightly. And he is going to cast Ataxia at level 1 on the archer guy at the bottom.
Yep.
That is Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
How many Ds is it?
3d8. At a level 1 spell.
Okay, yeah, so this is like this little ball of... Is acid one of the elements I can use?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, like this little ball of acid like appears in like hovering in my head and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep.
I'm gonna like volleyball it over to him.
Okay, sorry, who are you casting this on?
The
Hold left click on him. Oh, the guy all the way over there? Yeah, cool. Okay.
so I'll roll to hit.
Mhm.
That's a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay, gonna volley this ball of acid. Wow, that's 21 acid damage.
That is double his HP. He is very dead.
Bastion's always been very good at sports.
Yeah, he's been eradicated. Natasha, you're up. You don't get a bonus action.
I will move there.
Yep.
So 30 feet. And I'm going to bring my spiritual weapon forward.
Doesn't go that far. 20 feet. Virtual weapon.
I'm going to use a command on this guy here.
Poor guy has been asked to make every saving throw on the planet.
Oh, well, has he taken damage? That's the one
Yeah.
Sebastian just hit, right?
No, Sebastian didn't just hit him with chromatic orb, but he's taken damage from various sources,
And this
including a
one's
melted
still
acid
okay.
arrow. That one close to you is untouched.
Okay, I will
Looks like a bit
cast
of a pussy,
command on
though.
him. I will cast command on him and
Yep.
just say the word flee.
Okay.
It's a 14 wisdom.
Yeah, I'm loading. That's a 3.
Cool. For the next turn, he needs to use all of his movement to run away.
Yep, cool. He shall do so now.
He can dash as well, because he needs to use the fastest available means.
Yeah, he'll go over there.
Bye.
Hennick, attack of opportunity if you wish.
I don't know that I have anything out that I can really do it with.
Hit him with a mouth harp.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
I have a dagger, but I don't usually have it pulled, so.
Our assassin will take 2d4 acid damage. Correct,
At the end
Jamal?
of its turn,
Oh,
yeah.
the end of his turn. Okay. So he's just gonna make these attacks straight. One at Chiavo, one at Hennick. First one at Chiavo. 25 to hit you.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
4 piercing damage. Make a con save.
16.
That's a success. 16 to hit. 15 to hit Hennick.
Silvery barbs.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna.
17
take
to hit you.
Of course. Here I go. Bye.
5 slashing damage.
Down.
Piercing damage still. It's alright. That
Unconscious.
okay. That dude I'm just going to take off the map because he's going to keep running for the rest of the day. Chiavo, you're up.
Okay, this last guy's he took the acid damage, yeah?
2d4, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I shouldn't roll that for you. That's 8. Yeah, okay. It's your turn.
How beat up is he looking right now?
If he was wounded, he'd have a red dot. If he was severely wounded, he'd have 2. He has none. He is looking
Right.
okay.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to lob another bolt of lightning at the guy.
Okay.
See if this one hits. It does indeed.
Does.
3. It's going to be 5 lightning damage. And let me just... Where's the marker for concentration on Roll20?
In the little analog stick beneath you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see which icon it is. New interface to get used to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guess I
Frozen,
could just have
slowed,
that as-
rage, bleeding, emwebbed, flying.
Concentration. There we go.
There you go.
That'll do. Right, so yeah, that's being maintained on him.
Cool.
And he is frightened of me still, so
Yep.
that'll be end of a turn.
Death save, please, Hennick.
Let's fail.
Ooh, not looking good. Torin will... take the dash action to stand next to Hennick. Does Torin have a bonus action to try and save you? Okay. He'll just stand there and look menacingly at the guy. Sebastian.
I'm just gonna. I mean, everyone's here. Sebastian doesn't need to go all out. He's just gonna like a little ball of electricity will put in his little paw, and he'll just kind of like run it around his knuckles, like people can do with coins.
Mhm.
Do you know? And then he'll just kind of flick it.
Okay.
That is it +6? That's a day 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then that is 5 lightning damage.
Cool. Asha.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Dawnfire on Hennick.
Okay, that won't be able to pick him up though.
This is fine. then I will not cast it.
Yeah, giving temp HP doesn't bring somebody back up to an actual heal.
I will walk over here.
Yep.
I suppose I do have flanking now because I'm opposite to Kiavo.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna strike the guy with my mace as my action.
Ace to the face.
14 to hit, and then
Advantage?
18. Yeah, 18 to hit. with
18 will
advantage.
hit.
Okay, I'll smack him in the face with my mace, which is only 2 damage, but that's fine.
Oh, he's wounded.
And then I'm going to bonus action use Healing Word on Hennick.
Nice.
And as I help Hennick up, I'm going to look at the assassin and say, you should really respect your elders. Hennick, you heal for a grand total of 12 hit points.
That concludes your turn, Natasha.
Why, thank you.
That was a 2nd level healing word, by the way. But that does conclude my turn.
Okay, he'll look at you and say, I'll respect his purse. He makes a swipe at your coin purse. And then, as a bonus action, we'll take the disengage action. As a reaction, Hennick, you may make a sleight of hand check opposed to him to see if you can keep hold of your purse. He got a 17.
All right. I did not. It's a 10.
Cool. However, he will. He took the disengage action, so he doesn't provoke any opportunity attacks, but he doesn't get to do anything else in his turn. So that leads us to Kiavo. He's running away with Hennick's money, which is all of your monies. What you gonna do about it?
Wasn't that in the cart?
Right, well, in that case, I'm going to...
I don't think Hennick's irresponsible enough to have the money on a cart 20 foot away from him while he fights bandits.
Right, he's wounded, so I'm going to hope we can kill him.
Yeah?
I will charge for an extra 9 damage on top of the Witch Bolt, which is an additional 10, so that's 19.
19. Okay, yeah, he's not very happy about that. But he's alive.
Yeah, I'm not the strongest person to stop him, so I'm not going to attempt to grapple.
No, that's still good damage.
Yep, that'll be me.
Hennick, you're up.
Actually, what I will do is I will actually run up behind him and get
Okay,
as close as I can.
Hennick, you're up. Your coin purse is running away.
Well, now, just because I was out of it for a moment doesn't mean you should be doing that sort of thing. Stop right there with my purse. And that's hold person.
Oh, yeah. Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save, yes.
That's a 15.
I am going to silvery barbs that.
6. He'll stand still.
And, yeah, let's see. Bonus action. Well, I will stand up for the hell of it, regardless. That's my move. And walk around a little? No. Yeah, I'll walk around a little.
Is he restrained or is he paralyzed?
He is paralyzed.
Fuck, I don't know where that one
and
is.
Hitting him does not...
Break it.
He's not going anywhere, folks. Hit him if you like. Because it doesn't give him an automatic, chance to save. He gets it on his turn, but not from taking damage. But I cannot do him any damage right now.
I have no idea where paralyzed is.
I will just, let's see. I think Torin can run over there, so I will give Torin Bardic Inspiration.
Yep. Oh, just for the sake of now, I'm just gonna put something on him. There we go. He's held. Cool. Let's find out if Torin can run over there. 35 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yep. He can pass through your absorption wall, right?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
only attacks where it acts like.
Yeah,
an
I thought so.
obstruction.
Cool. And he will roll with advantage. That's correct, isn't it? And if he hits, it's a crit. Yes?
I don't think so. I think it's just the crit. I don't think it's advantage.
Joe?
Oh, the paralyzed stuff? Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking you were misunderstanding my Bardic Inspiration that I gave him. The paralyzed, I just had up here on my screen 4 seconds ago. Where did it go? I think it includes restrained, and so... Not paralysis. God damn it. paralyzed. Would you just open the page? Yes, advantage, and it's a crit.
And it's a crit. Yeah, cool. Fantastic. So he will deal 14 slashing damage. But he has no smite left, so that will end his turn. Sebastian, you're up. The enemy looks severely wounded.
Yeah, and I can only crit if it's within 5 feet, so I'm gonna walk over here.
No, it doesn't crit with a spell anyway.
What? Are you crazy? Okay, fine. I'll walk back over there.
If it's an attack roll,
I mean,
I know it doesn't really make sense.
it says any attack that hits the creature, as long as it's within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay, so attack rolls against a creature have advantage when applied to a spell. An attack is classified as part of the attack option, action.
That's fair.
So you can roll with advantage to hit him from not next to him, but you will not crit if you hit. Nevertheless, he's got 4 HP. Please, just kill him. This is not meant to be the main fight of the session. This is some bandits that have survived far longer than they deserved. But they did make a lovely tent for you to camp in. Right.
That'll teach you to not give me a crit.
Not teach me. I'm dying for a wee. Natasha. The enemy seems to be escaping, well, paralyzed. With a coin person, 1 HP. What are you going to do about it? Yeah,
I'll
roll with
grab the
advantage
coin
and get an
first off of
auto
him.
crit. You're going to leave him
grab it.
alive.
No,
Just slap him.
I'll grab the coin purse off of him. And because he's paralyzed, I would like to just try and tip him over with my finger.
Trying to give me an unarmed strike.
And then the fall damage can kill him.
Well, this is non-lethal because...
Yeah.
I'm going to position myself slightly to the left so I can get advantage, just in case.
You get advantage anyway, he's paralyzed.
Oh, 15 or... Yeah, we're going to go with the 15.
15 will hit.
Right, that's 1 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 1 bludgeoning damage. You move his throat about an inch to the left. And as he falls, you realize that the paralysis is going to kill him because he can't breathe. And his neck has gone to the side. He got to die. Because we don't want to talk to that prick.
I'll cast Lesser Restoration to end the paralysis.
Okay, what are you going to do with an unconscious bandit, Natasha?
Tie him up, take him to the lobby.
We are not walking back to fucking Harbondom.
Yes, Natasha, the notorious person who's going around killing all the enemies she fights.
Don't you remember the last time you did this?
Knock him unconscious and tie him to a
Yes.
tree and leave him for a guard to find or something.
Yes, Sebastian, I do remember. It
Yeah.
turned out that he joined a priest and is now leading a happy
listen.
life, and I reunited him with his daughter.
I am not bringing this bandit to our dungeon. You can hog tie him to the back of the cart.
I will... Okay, I was gonna tie him to a tree, but...
Yeah, hog tie him to the back of the cart and then, like, you can, like, on the cart, not, like, dragging him along, like, killing him.
Yeah. Like
and then
Stardust.
when we turn up at Lorvalen, he'll miraculously have survived being hog-tied, left in the cart, and ignored completely.
Great,
Fantastic.
that's what I wanted to hear.
Just because it makes my life easier. Okay, at this point it's approximately 8:30 in the evening. This guy is dead, and these bandits have left you a beautiful camp, complete with a campfire. Isn't that nice of them? And
No doubt we need it.
And so, here you may make your camp for the evening. Where is my... I have this. Oh, make a little campfire. Lovely, isn't that good? And you guys can go ahead and group around the campfire. Don't take your long rest yet. But we are going to take a break there because if I don't go to the bathroom shortly, I will go to the bathroom without choice. We'll be back in a moment. As soon. Hold on. Just before we go. Sorry, one thing. Before we go. Coming back. Hennick, roll me a D100, please.
Who?
There was some loot. Hennick, D100, please, if you're still here.
Yep.
Fantastic. There was some loot on the floor for you. I forgot about it.
Uh, 83.
83. Okay, fantastic. You guys got 76 silver pieces from the ground from them.
Nice.
And what did you say? Sorry, 73?
83.
83. Oh, that's amusing. And a money belt. This is very relevant, actually. I'll put it in Twitch chat. And I'll also put it in Roll20 chat. There it is. Oh, imagine that. What were you going to say, Gemma?
So I also put a thing in Discord chat, a link which is highlighting how to make HP viewable to the whole party. It's something you have to edit because I can't edit it on my token.
Yeah, I'm not sure
But-
I want to. I like the idea of wounded, severely wounded, and that's it. I don't
No, it's just for
really.
our party
I'm
members.
aware. I don't really want
Okay.
Natasha to know exactly how many points of hit points you have.
Right.
I think that's unrealistic.
I
I
Cool.
like how you
Right, we'll go with
specifically
that.
said Natasha, that bitch.
We are here. Yes, we are here. Hello, hello, hello. When we left off, our players were gathering their 76 silver pieces. We resume campfire at night. And this is something we're going to engage with that we don't normally do. So as the group rest up in the evening and you all sit around a lovely campfire, Henix put some food on. What's the chatter? What are we talking about? Talking. You guys.
Natasha would probably be slightly off the bonfire, kind of symbolically burying the people that passed away in that fight, and muttering a few prayers on their behalf.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you obviously sit around the campfire. Sure, Torrin's making great conversation, but he's not here, so we don't know.
To be honest, I'll just be collapsed, feeling absolutely fucking beat up from that
I'm sure that
ordeal we faced.
I'm sure Natasha would have given you some healing and, made sure that you feel a bit more okay.
Yeah, still kind of resources drained and exhausted though, so yeah. I'll still just be slumped, just knackered.
Well, after my pathetic falling unconscious and losing our money for a moment there, I hope my role in getting it back secure again makes you feel alright if I take this here money belt and keep it a little more organized for us. But if I would of course understand if everybody wants to hang on to their own money.
I think I've been holding on to Sebastian's money, so if I could get his share.
I don't.
Yeah. I've often distributed some of it. I was just gonna maybe not do this right now, so we didn't have to tell Rico later. But I can.
Oh yeah, then that's
That's-
whatever. Then.
yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I'll give you a chunk of it.
Can he have the belt? As soon as he organises your food and does all those things, Torrin would surely say yes. The responsibility that's not his, he's over the moon about.
It seems kind of interesting. I've been putting a few coins in here. I can get them back out, whatever metal I like. It's pretty useful.
Yeah, Torrin takes a moment here and he sort of looks over at Natasha as she rejoins at the campfire having buried. I'll ask Natasha how she feels about leaving the inn behind again. Whether being in Sandringham for that time made her feel like she's going to stay there longer.
Probably. I'm only doing this to help you guys. As soon as this is done, I'm going back.
It's a sentiment I sort of share there, Natasha, but starting to try to think a little realistically about how soon as it's over, is like to be.
Do you expect this to be our life forever, Henrik? Just traveling from one city to another?
No, indeed, but well, life is not long enough, but it's long enough to do something for a while before you head back. I don't have as much time left as I'd like, but I've been around long enough to know that you have some phases, and they don't always last just a couple of days. But you can still plan to go back. But I wouldn't want you to be too focused on that to see what we're doing. Not that you have been. You've been wonderfully useful and helpful and caring and everything. But I don't know. It might just take your perspective a little bit useful to, I don't know, expect this to go more than a couple of days.
Well, I will... Sorry, Kiavo, go ahead.
No, that's okay.
Natasha just, stares at you.
Well, the way I see things, with everything that was going on with the front and the skirmishes and everything, I don't see everything being resolved anytime particularly soon, especially with the disturbing things we've seen and heard about in addition to just the actual front itself. So I think Hennick's right, this could last quite a while. This could be us for quite a future. Not forever, but
But what is
long
this?
enough we might as well get used to it.
What is this that you are both referring to? Just traveling from one place to another, accepting whatever job pays us next? Or is it to get involved with the war, probably risk our lives, injure other people? What is the this?
Well, just now we're involved with the war by taking a message and trying to convince someone on high that he ought to do something to lessen the hostilities or to help those who need it. That sounds like involvement that doesn't necessarily, it's not just taking a job for money, and it's not putting ourselves in too much danger, at least immediately, except for these fools on the road who don't understand that there are bigger problems afoot.
And I also feel Sandringham may be safe now, or safer now, but if things get a lot worse, what if even Sandringham, with its upgraded fortifications and guards, is no longer safe even then?
Which is why I'm particularly keen in returning, to ensure that it is safe. The only
I can
reason I've
understand.
done any of this was to keep Sandringham safe and to have it rebuilt.
That's true.
Well, something, Natasha, whether it's just taking care of us all, something has pulled you out again, and I'm just thinking you might expect whatever that motivation is, it might keep recurring.
Let's see. And on that note, I feel that we have been traveling together for quite some time now, so I will allow you to call me by my nickname, which is Tasha. It will be more efficient in terms of conversation. You won't have to say 2 syllables. No, Tasha, you can just say Tasha.
I'm sure that'll come in handy.
It's just more efficient.
It's not going to get you home any quicker. But I'm glad that you feel comfortable.
Yes. Sebastian, you've been awfully quiet. Is a life of adventure something that you're going to be pursuing?
So you just see like the back of Sebastian, like he's set down, but you just see the back of him, and he's kind of like mouthing like with his hands as puppets as you guys talking.
Is that how cats lick themselves if they're half humanoid?
You know, Natalie, it's so nice that you're comfortable now.
I must say, Sebastian, having a pet has certainly contributed to that, so I owe you many thanks.
Don't thank me. Kiava's the big dog.
Then you certainly are the small cat.
Woof. Woof.
But to answer your question, Natalia, I just go wherever the wind takes me, baby.
I see. That is a very fortunate point of view. Some of us cannot live life that thoughtlessly.
Just not thoughtless. I just get dragged down by everyone else's problems.
What of your own? Are you to remain a cat forever?
I don't see it as a problem, and I'm kind of liking it. I don't see any downside.
I can see one downside, but, you know, it's not a big deal. Can't reach the jam jar on the top shelf.
You just kind of see Sebastian looking around. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just looking for where I asked you."
Well, maybe
it's
he,
okay. Not everyone can be a tall cat.
maybe it's not jam he has a taste for anymore, and I will grab off the cart the hat of vermin and pull a rat from the hat and toss it in front of Sebastian.
I'm gonna look up at Kiavo. Are you just gonna let them taunt you like this, Kiavo?
Yep, that's fine by me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna lean over to Kiavo and say, I fear that being turned into a cat might have also taken away Sebastian's common sense. The joke's really going over his head.
I don't think he had much of that anyway, considering that just happened anyway. But maybe.
Perhaps you have a spell to make him slightly more, what's the word? Smart?
Can I? I'm assuming I can't hear her whisper, but can I at least see her whisper? And I'll just be like, "Come on, Natalia, use your chest if you're gonna say something."
Oh, we were just discussing how dumb you are.
Why
And
am I dumb?
I was perusing to see if there was perhaps a spell that could fix your lack of intelligence.
Why am I dumb?
Well, you seem to miss the obvious things.
Oh no, I got the joke. It wasn't
But
funny.
Oh. And I'll look over to Kiavo again. Is sarcasm something that can be fixed with magic?
I think on that note, we'll let the two of you bickering yourselves to sleep. We'll pick up the following morning. Is sarcasm
that's a
curable
shame.
by magic?
I would have genuinely asked Theseus that one as well, just for a bit.
Natasha was genuinely asking, by the way. That wasn't meant to be a dig. All of her questions were genuine.
But nevertheless, we wake up the following morning. Henrik, I'll take a cooking check if you don't mind. See what's for breakfast. Anything nice going on for breakfast?
Can I give you guidance? Rest, yes. Because I'm really hungry.
Can I give you guidance because I'm hungry? Yes. E4 on top of that.
We were gonna have some of that fresh wild boar belly.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine. I don't know, some toast or something. Let's see here. And it's not gonna be. Oh, but guidance as well.
1d4.
Well, brings it to a 16 total.
Nice. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Okay.
While you're at it, Jamal, roll me a d100.
3.
3. You may each increase your maximum HP by 3. Please bear in mind that aid will have run out from last night.
Yep.
Jamal, d100.
That's an 83.
83. Goes down then. Okay. So the following day, your book, for the first time ever, now pipes up on its own accord. It says into your mind, unless you've suddenly grown a lot more powerful than I thought, we are near a place of magical presence.
Theseus.
Do I sense that we are approaching the crypt, Tomb of Heroes?
Seems so. We're on the move, right?
Yeah, at this point you are pretty much outside the door.
So yeah, that's definitely the case. This is the one.
Well, the entrance looks like this, and a picture sort of appears of the gap between two hills with the entrance to a crypt into it. Provided you want to go in, you have reached the Tomb of Heroes. Number 3 on the way of the path.
So Theseus has piped up and said that there's a powerful magical presence.
He's saying that you're near the. He sensed that you were near the Tomb of Heroes. He's now telling you that it's right there.
Ah, okay. Right. Excellent. Any complaints? Any questions from anyone?
Well, no, I think I'm ready after my performance yesterday. I think it's probably me who needs the most most encouragement here, but I'm sure we'll face this just as well as we have anything else. And assume that I have done my inspiring leader to give us 8 temp HP sometime here in the morning.
Yep.
Seems reasonable.
That is genuine temp HP, is it?
Yes, so it's separate from the other.
So, are we ready?
Yeah, make sure you took a long rest from last night.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me 8.
It's a 7.
Lasts 13 hours today. Going to be a full half a day now. And with that, you are able to arrive at... Okay. Tester here. Please can you put your counter at the very, very top middle of the map, which is here.
Ping it one more time. Yeah.
Pinging constantly.
Right. Hopefully that went on.
Okay. Very narrow corridor, that's why.
I tried, I don't know if it worked.
Aha, yes. Okay, I've got to do a check here. Natasha, do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Okay. Sebastian, do you have dark vision?
Up to 60 feet.
Okay. Chiavo, do you have dark vision?
Yep, 60.
Henrik, do you have dark vision?
No, I do not.
Excuse me, just putting you guys in the walls while I get each token up.
Sure.
And neither does Orin. At the moment, you all seem to be on top of each other. That is absolutely fine. Does anybody have a torch? Or do we have some other form of light going on? In fact, you know what? Torin's counter's not going to go round with you.
Yeah, I'll cast my cantrip, Holy Lantern, and I'll pull up my lantern.
Okay. Can you give me the details on that, please?
Yes, I can. Just quickly, it becomes magical and it emits bright light up until 30 feet.
Yep.
And we gain one of the following benefits, which I'm going to choose as. You have advantage on perception checks to detect illusions or find things that are hidden.
Episode 1, I did give Natasha an amulet of light.
Yep. Fine, but
Oh.
she has a holy lantern as well, so... Did you not get it? Right.
I do not recall that, but I will add it now.
Okay, in that case, you'll be emitting 30 feet of bright light.
Thank you for that, by the way. I completely forgot I had it.
Henrik, you
It's
have
okay,
no
I
dark
think it was
vision,
back
is that
when
correct?
me and you were friends.
Sorry. Henrik, you have no dark vision, correct?
Correct.
Can you see anything right now?
I can.
What can you see?
Just the 4 of us and a corridor leading down to a box.
Oh, you can see the box.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I also see the leg of someone.
What? You see the leg of someone? Oh,
Yeah, I can see
shit,
like
dick.
the edge of a thing.
Excuse me a second. You should not be able to see them. Right. Okay. You may proceed. I'm assuming that Natasha is in front with Torin, Henrik is in the middle somewhere, and Chiavo and Sebastian are at the back. Correct?
Yeah, Natasha would probably be in the front naturally.
Suits me.
Cool. Well, Torin's very eager bean as well, so we can assume
I'll
that
bonus
he's...
action cast Shield of Faith before moving forward.
Okay. Doesn't that last a minute?
It lasts 10.
Okay, cool. I was just like, that's optimistic. Yeah, cool. Go ahead and take a couple of steps forward if you want, or...
Can I make a perception to see if there's any illusions or anything hidden?
Yeah, as you move in, go ahead and give me your perception check.
I'm rolling with advantage because of the lantern, so that's a 23.
Okay, you see at the back here, you see two enemies appear. They appear to be cloaked in shadows. Actually, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I think you can probably see that one too. Three enemies. They appear to be cloaked in shadows. They are small, barely move.
Okay.
In front of you, you see a locked chest. Or you don't know it's locked from there, but you see a chest that looks like it's closed.
There's some creatures to our left. Maybe we should try to sneak in and get a surprise on them. Or we can just continue embracing this wall. I would really love some feedback right now.
Are they coming towards us, or?
Right
They
now,
don't
no.
seem to be
Sorry.
moving.
Okay,
But
so then sneaking may be an option.
can I make an Arcana check to see if I would recognize these?
Can we sneak when we're in a party with someone who's emitting light from themselves? I don't think that's an option, really.
In terms of the Arcana check, you can give me a religion check.
All right, even better.
I'll give you that. That will make more sense.
Yep. That's a 2.
Cool.
Oh,
They are dark.
Yeah, so
And full of
that's
terrors.
something called the dark, and we do not want to meddle with it because I don't know what it is.
Do we think we're looking for another sort of, I don't know, information to take down like the other time with this way of the path thing, or is there? Oh, we're looking for that orb thing. Is that right, Kiavo?
that would be one of
Well,
the things
to
that
clarify,
may be present.
Kiavo has told you that it has been turned into a Tomb of Heroes. It's no longer sort of where the path journey. It's an actual
Right.
crypt that's been taken over by the undead.
I see.
Ooh, undead, did you say?
They are
Yeah,
most
he's
definitely
just-
undead.
Yeah, I
These,
missed some of that way back. I was thinking it was like it was taken over, and it's like an amusement park now. Like there's people like it's a celebration of the heroes.
Yeah, it
would
was,
be
and now the
very-
undead have taken over it.
Right.
It would be very reasonable to assume that. So describe the thing that we're seeing here. What is it? Is it like a?
I must say that you guys have spent quite a long time emitting light and standing in the doorway. Go ahead and roll initiative. That's what it is.
I moved forward and I think I found enemies.
Yeah, Natasha's been able to see those for a while.
Hmm.
Sebastian, I'm assuming you are going to then move back again, though, because get out the Orin's face. Do that. I think that's fair. I didn't mean to move Hennick. You can stay there. Cool. Go ahead and roll initiative, and I shall do the same. Aha! Okay.
That's what I thought.
So, our little friend over here, looks up. Yeah, looks over at Natasha, takes a stay away. Takes a couple of steps up and strikes at her. That is a dirty 20 to hit you.
That hits.
Okay, that is 8 necrotic damage. And your strength will be reduced by 3.
Hmm.
Kiavo.
Squeeze me, coming through. I shall raise my hands and fire out a streak of fire.
You should have access to this, yeah?
Yes. Let me rotate this.
Probably wouldn't do it that way.
Yeah. If I can move it, it won't move now. Yeah. Yeah, like so.
Okay. That is 3 dex saves, correct?
Yes.
20, a 4, and an 11.
Okay, so two failures, 1 success.
Go ahead and give me
That
damage.
is going to be 15 damage.
Oh,
at
well, that's
base.
convenient, isn't it? Cool. They're all dead.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Nice turn.
I was not expecting that.
Oh, you weren't. That's okay.
How long does this strength drain effect last on
Can
me?
you finish a short rest? Or long rest, obviously.
Okay.
Lesser
take a short
restoration.
rest real
Lesser
quick.
restoration. You're still in combat.
Yeah. That's my turn then. Actually, what I will do is I will shuffle back a couple of steps. Yeah. That'll be me.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception. Never mind. You're not where I thought you were. Okay, yep, that's absolutely fine. And that leads us to our little friend here. He will look over at Natasha, seeing her right up in the front. And he will attempt to hit you. With a dirty touch. That is 10 to hit you.
No.
And then our blue friend over here does not have his turn yet. What am I doing? Henrik, you're up. Oh, I've screwed you guys over. Well, that's exciting. Carry on, sorry.
Have you?
Yeah, you were meant to level up in the break.
No?
We'll do it after this fight. Suddenly realised something.
Just moving a little bit so I could see a little more. But I'm gonna stay here, and yeah, I think I'll just try a vicious mockery on this
Okay.
shady dude. Wisdom save. A shady fella in the dark seems a little on the nose, doesn't it?
Does it? Sorry, I'm really struggling to find my encounter here. Which one? The one closest to you?
The only one I know about, which is right in front of Natasha.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that. My sheet is refreshing. It's not very refreshing, if I'm honest.
Had I known there were other things.
Yeah, my bad. That's an 11.
Okay, that's a failure. If he is susceptible to psychic damage, he shall take. Oh wait, let me roll from where I should be rolling it from. 4 psychic damage and disadvantage on his attack.
I've just. Oh, that's relevant. Creature's deaf. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Disadvantage on his next attack. Sebastian, you're up.
Oh, yeah, it does have to hear.
Yeah, I've never had a creature that can't hear before, so I've never thought about it. But that creature is actually deaf. No, I couldn't care less. I've gone past it now. Sebastian.
So, from what I can see, there's only one enemy left.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know if there actually is.
As far as you can see, there's one enemy. That is correct.
But I don't really have good line of sight.
To be fair to you, do bear in mind that although Natasha is taking up a 5-foot square, she is not 5 foot wide.
No, but I also can't shoot through her.
No, but you could shoot around her. Not to mention, this creature is... Yeah, this creature's big enough that it's quite close to the ceiling. If you're shooting like a single direct attack, I will let you roll to attack straight. I would tell you if it was in cover.
No, it's okay. I'll still go with what I was doing.
Okay.
I am going to let the weave take over. I'm going to use Ataxia, on Natasha.
Mm-hmm.
First level.
Yep.
And she gets a, where is it? Healing word.
Oh,
how many?
exciting.
How many Ds is that?
Lovely.
It is a 1d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
So a 1d4.
Good luck.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so some like silvery magic kind of wraps around Natasha's body, giving her 3 healing
Nice.
if she needed it.
She was the only person who'd taken damage. You did very well there. Does that conclude your turn?
It surely does.
Okay, at this point, if you are not Natasha, you just hear something, sort of, actually you hear a crash as Natasha crashes into Torin. Natasha, give me a strength save, please. Strength check. Sorry, strength check. Relevant.
That's a 10.
Right, you don't move. That's good. And he will then come up to you, and with the speed he has moved up towards you, he will attempt to slam you. And he will come into vision for Hennick, maybe. Wait, is he slamming you through a wall? He is. Let's try slamming you from there. That makes more sense. That's a 6 to hit you.
That does not hit.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Cool. You know that you were hit from that direction. Natasha, your turn.
I will. I will bless all 3 of my party members that are here.
You're currently concentrating on Shield of Faith?
Oh, I didn't realize that was a concentration spell.
You can drop it if you wish, but I'm assuming you don't wish.
I will ward myself.
Resistance or
Sanctuary. I ward a creature within range
Yep,
against attack. Yep, cool.
wisdom save to attack you? Yep.
Yep.
Okay, that's a bonus action. The action.
The action, I'll try to mace the exact direction I felt the attack coming from.
Okay. Go ahead and roll disadvantage for me.
Got an 8.
An 8 will not hit, I'm afraid.
End of turn before I point out that there is a creature in that general direction
Okay.
for the rest of the party.
Hearing that there is a creature in that general direction, Torin will swing at the one he can see. That is a 19 to hit. 13. Okay, bye. And then he will step up and he will swing his weapon blindly in the gap. Disadvantage. That is a 13. That will hit. 10 slashing damage, though the creature does not appear as wounded by it as you might expect, given that it is incorporeal. Although actually, hold on. Does Torin have a magical sword? Does, never mind. Yeah, the creature is, well, you wouldn't know. Something happened to it. Kiava, you're up. Torin is swinging blindly at a gap.
Okay, if I approach, am I able to see this creature at all,
nope.
or is it?
Nope, not at all. Unless you have blind sight.
Okay, then I'll just prepare a cantrip for when it appears, if it appears, and well, that's my turn.
Hennick, you're up.
So I was clicked over into my other window for a second. The one that Torin is swinging wildly at is the one that was where he's standing?
No, it was here.
That one died.
Yeah, he killed it with his first blow. With his second blow, he swung wildly at where he's now currently standing.
I see.
And then I'll put him back. But yeah, that
Yes,
area there.
Sorry, I was just confused where that one went.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah, But Natasha has told us there's something back over there
Yeah, that keeps shoving her.
that keeps shoving her. So I will do the only thing I can do that works if I don't know where things are. And I will tell everyone to cover your ears a moment. And I will throw a shatter back there someplace. Let's see how big it is. Ooh. That looks like it doesn't get us, but gets a lot of territory where things might be.
Yep.
I can't quite see the full range.
Con save? 15?
14 is my DC.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your damage.
So it's half then, if there was a pass.
Oh, I feel so.
That was a much better roll than last time. That's 19. So half of that if you passed, yeah.
Ooh,
8.
close,
No,
close.
9.
Yeah, yeah. Sebastian. It's really hard not to tell you guys things. Sorry, Henrik, any bonus action or movement?
I shall bardic inspiration Natasha, because I'd rather give it to the person who's actually in the game.
Okay. And Sebastian, you're up. Sebastian!
I'm aware.
Oh, hello.
I'm not gonna do anything.
You're not going to do anything. Okay. Again, Natasha, you will feel a shove. 11 to hit you. And you'll need to
That
make a
does not
strength
hit.
save.
That does not hit.
Yep, and a strength save, please. Strength check. You need to beat a 1.
I got a 0.
You fucking did as well. Natasha moves 5 feet to her right as she is shoved.
Into the wall.
Yep. No, to your right. So, your left as you look at your character.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry, that was really weird. And we'll
Alright.
take 1 bludgeoning damage. Natasha, it's your turn.
I will say, enough of this, and I'll raise my holy symbol and cast Turn Undead. It's a DC 14 Wisdom save.
And what happens if it fails?
The creature is turned for 1 minute, or until it takes damage. It has to run away from me as far as it can.
Okay, I will say that because it's Torin's turn next, and he knows that you're trying to turn it, he will swing wildly in the gap.
That would end my spell
That
effect.
one. I want the bad guy to have advantage. I will give it to the next enemy, as this one is in the process of running away. And as far as you know, he disappears. And that concludes combat.
Great.
Oh, how do I do this? Like that? There we go. Cool. That concludes combat. You see in front of you a chest. You wish to do anything?
I would like to take this moment to level up.
Yes, you can all now level up to 5 if you wish. I completely forgot that in past moment. Don't worry, Dan. It's much better to give an advantage to the next enemy. That's gonna pump a bitch. Yeah, not much I can do about that one.
I'm gonna save my level 3 spot for a spell that I make.
Well, you can take some. You know one already, don't you?
A level 3 spell? No. I don't think.
We get one for leveling up, don't we?
Yeah, I know Phantom Steed. That's in my book.
Ah, yeah, okay. So you might as well have that. But you can prep a level 2 spell or level 1 spell in this place if you want. You've got an extra
Yeah,
spell slot.
I'll do that. I'll add
Cool.
shield.
Guys, you know that the undead is only turned for a minute. Sorry, Henrik, go on.
No, it's just the level, right? So because hit points, everything.
No
is all
rolled
separate.
HP, no nothing else,
Yeah.
just the level. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, any class features you will gain access to, but that's it.
Yeah,
Thorin
spells,
gained
like-
access to his second attack. You may prep a spell in that slot if you wish. That sort of stuff. But you guys know that you've only turned this enemy for a minute. I'm not going to give you a timer because obviously you guys are leveling up, but it's fair to say you either need to act fast or maybe it doesn't come back.
Right, quick question. Do we actually get a level for leveling up in this one, or is this the one we don't?
You get a level for leveling up.
No, a spell, sorry. Get a spell.
No,
for
you do
leveling
not
up.
get a spell for leveling
Right,
up, but you
okay.
should already have a third level spell learned.
No. I don't.
You do. We just can't remember what it was. Josh had counterspell and gave the scroll away,
And then my other one was Phantom Steed.
and Jamal
He
had one
gave me
too.
2 scrolls, which I haven't transcribed yet.
Oh, you would have transcribed them in 12 days, Jamal.
I had to be level 3 to do it, didn't I?
Yeah, okay, but
Oh,
realistically,
spell slot 3, level 3.
you would have put them in your spell book. Do you have the scrolls? Do you know what they are?
Oh, yeah, I got the scrolls, yeah.
Yeah, you can put those in
Lemon's
straight away.
tiny haste. Okay.
That's the one. Name on Tiny Hard and Haste. You can have those learnt. Does anybody else have any leveling questions?
So yeah, I told you I was thinking of multi-classing into fighter or druid.
4? Not at 5? Not at 6 even? Don't you get a class
Well-
feature at level 5? Or is it level 6?
My main priority, if I'm going into druid, is to get a druidic circle because that will pretty much double all my healing. So I want to get circle of
What's-
stars ASAP.
What's the logic?
It will double my healing.
No. What's the logic in roleplay for Natasha becoming a druid?
Well, she was either going to be a druid or a cleric. I chose the cleric, and I'm doing the druid.
No. You misunderstand me. I'm not asking why the player's choosing druid. I get why you're choosing druid. Why is Natasha suddenly becoming a druid? What's the roleplay logic behind
Because of her
getting
backstory.
Circle of Stars?
When
And-
she mentions that she basically grew up around the natural world, and now that she became a cleric, and she's gotten to see what the gods have to offer, there's something a bit more in there. And even though she is pursuing Lathander because it's the god she relates to the most, she still believes that there's something above all of that.
At level 1, do you get a circle, or is that a level 2 thing?
That's level 2. And she's going into Circle of Stars. Get it?
It feels very weird, but I think I can roll with the 1 level in druid. I think you and I need to discuss actually seeing how the Circle of Stars comes to be. Sense?
Cool.
But yeah, go ahead and take the level 1. Oh, well, thank you very much, Derek. I appreciate it. Nakwa23, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's get you a shout out. And I appreciate it. Yeah, so, okay. Go ahead, take your level in druid, whatever. That's fine. Don't roll any HP. Obviously, don't take any druid spells right now. And apart from you can take your cantrips if you get cantrips. In terms of druid spells, I'd probably use the spell slots to cast cleric spells. Okay,
Oh,
right.
Oh, wait, not rolling HP? Oh, okay.
No. Everything's
Sorry, I was
separate.
dumb. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay. sorry.
Are we done
Right,
leveling?
Yes.
Okay. You guys have just finished this fight. Natasha has held up a holy symbol. She knows the ghost has ran off, but she doesn't know how long it'll be gone for or whether it'll be back soon. There's a chest in front of you that looks like it might contain some nice stuff. What do you want to do?
Does anyone want to go for the chest?
I can try and lockpick it if it's locked.
Do you want to see if it's locked?
Sure.
Okay, as you move up, give me an investigation check.
$24.
Okay, it's not locked, but you think it might have a catch on it that could potentially be a trap.
Okay, then I'm gonna go.
Thanks, Nekwa.
here.
Hope you had a good stream.
I'm gonna like go back a step, or like so that I'm next to Torin. I'm just gonna like pull on his jacket so that he leans down.
Yep.
And when he does, I'm gonna be like, I dare you to open that chest. It's not locked.
To who?
To Torin.
Bit harsh because I'm playing him and I know what happens. Yeah, Torrin's an idiot. Up he goes. I need a dex save. Oh, go on. Nick?
I was going to give him bardic inspiration as he
That's
was forced to do something on behalf of the party.
I need a dex save from Sebastian, Torrin, Natasha, and Kiavo.
Yikes. Yikes.
$21.
Okay, I don't do this. Is that rolling 2d4? Oh, I rolled 2 4s. That's nice. No, the first one I rolled 3 and a 4. Okay, if you got below an 18, you will take 7 fire damage. If you got above an 18, you will take 3. As the chest explodes in flames. There is nothing in it.
There's nothing in the chest. It's just
Nope, it's just flames. It just explodes in your face. Light a fire at you all, and then it's done with that.
wow. That's rude. That's
Wow.
incredibly rude.
You knew it was trapped. You told Thor to open it.
And we pay for his decision.
Yes, you do. Where are we going, guys?
Folks in the future ought to be able to do that from a distance. So
But where would be the
Maybe-
fun in that?
this was real fun.
Sebastian says his hair is singed. Wait, Henrik, you didn't take any damage, did you?
You didn't tell me to make.
No,
a
no,
save.
no,
I
no,
think
good,
it's
right.
Too far away.
Are we going left or right as we look at the screen, not as we...
I think we should go right, because wherever the undead are going, that's probably where the item is, and probably where the way of the path should lead before it was a crypt.
I was thinking we should probably go the other direction from where the fear thing went, or we would assume it went. Try to avoid the invisible things if we can. Yes.
Okay, so that's 1 vote for left, 1 vote for right.
I can't see enough of this damn place to know which ways to go. Kiava, what was over there to that side?
Throughout here, I haven't seen anything when I was over there. It seemed clear, but that
Clear of interest as well, though.
there are ways to go forward through.
Natasha, I need a strength check, please.
That's back.
8.
Okay, you are shoved into Sebastian. Sebastian, you take 6 bludgeoning damage as Natasha crashes into you and falls backwards. Natasha, you are prone. It is, however, your turn.
I'll use half my movement, stand back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna, as I stand up, I'm gonna pick some stones up from the floor. And I'm gonna cast a bonus action cantrip, which is Magic Stone. And I'm going to try and throw them in whatever direction that thing just hit me.
Yep. From your right as you look at the screen, so go ahead and give me a attack roll.
I'm guessing it's with its advantage?
Yep.
14?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice. It deals 10 bludgeoning.
You see this being sort of come into appearance and then fizzle out and just goes really small and then makes a little pop noise as it disappears.
I see.
It is dead.
Oh, perfect.
Hmm.
I'll help Sebastian back up. Are you okay?
Yeah, could do with not being, thrown around a lot. But I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I was just checking because I know I can be rather heavy, especially to fall upon someone much smaller.
Well, I didn't want to be the person to say it, Natasha, and then I'll like pat her leg. But you did.
I was concerned that in your weakened and measly state, that could have potentially killed you.
I'm just glad for Dan that he was vindicated that his advantage damaged Josh.
Do you perhaps need healing?
I'd love some healing, Natalia. But as of the whole time we've been adventuring, I've yet to be hit.
Apart from just now.
No, as in like actually hit. Like no anything. Like directly hit.
So is that a yes or a no?
I think it's best you save your heals for yourself.
I am just concerned that if something like that hits you again, you will be killed. You are, after all, the weakest out of all of us.
Again, Natalia, I mean, I can only say it in common, but I'm yet to be hit.
I mean,
You
apart
should
from last
save
fight.
your heals for yourself. No, I've yet to be like hit.
You're
Are
basically
we
asking
in
for it
turns?
now.
You got stabbed in the back by a bandit. But anyway, guys, which way are we going? Natasha seems to have progressed to the right.
Turns now? I didn't,
No.
sure.
The initiative finished when Natasha killed that enemy.
I see.
Well, I propose I'll step out here and.
Oh,
okay.
Shall we? Or would you like to go that way, Natasha?
I don't know what you can see from there, Kiava. What can you see? Anything nice?
Oh, I do see some nice things. I see what I can only describe as sands and a big, ugly, huge zombie golem type fucking massive thing. It's not pleasant.
Okay. And as soon as you come into sight, the skeleton will shoot at Kiava before Natasha moved in the way. For an 11 to hit.
AC 11, so I guess that's a yes.
Oh, that's what we like to hear. You take 3 piercing damage. In your indecisiveness as you are shot by a skeleton.
Well. Well then.
What's the plan, guys?
Is that an initiative roll?
You tell me. Are you gonna fight them? Or are you gonna run away?
That fucker that shot me.
Sorry, I don't know what you said there, Jamal.
I certainly want to hit that fucker that shot me.
Oh, more initiative. Just missing Natasha's.
I was just wondering, has it been 10 minutes yet?
No.
All right.
About a minute and a half,
Right.
2 minutes, maybe 3. Cool. The second skeleton will hold its action. Sebastian, you're up.
I guess I should probably enter the room so I can see what's occurring. I'm assuming it's that skeleton and this skeleton.
You see it now?
Oh, it's down the corridor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They're fun, aren't they?
Not the Undertale references.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Then I will.
Sorry, I've lost a player. Natasha, I'm going to put you there for now. I know that you would be the first into the corridor, but technically Kiava walked there, and then it's Sebastian's turn, so yeah. Just so I can see everybody. Sorry, Sebastian, go on.
Okay, so can I still see them if no I can't. Okay. So I will summon my absorption shield. Place it right there.
Okay.
Do
you want to put it so that you can only be 35 foot away, or do you want to put it a 5 foot forward so you can be 30 foot away?
Yeah, I'll bring it a bit forward if I can't move it.
What? When you can't move it? You should be able to move it. You put it down there.
I know, but I can't. There we go. I think. Okay, yeah, there we go. And then that'll replenish some of my arcane ward that I didn't really need, but well. And yeah, and then that'll end my turn.
Cool.
I'll move out of the way so everyone else can go down there.
Hennick. This is really awkward. All of our melees are lost. Hennick, you're up. And Hennick, you probably can't see anything.
We're fighting in here? Yeah, I don't have any idea what's going on. I'm just walking around enough, and I see I can't see shit, and I go back where I started, and I take the dodge action. I really have
cool.
nothing I can
No
do.
bonus action of any sort? You don't necessarily know
I'm
what to
good
do
at
right
the
now.
moment.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to say, though, that Sebastian has pointed down the corridor, as did Chiavo. So you guys know
Yeah.
there is something down there.
And you know, and you've seen that he's summoned his like absorbent shield. So you know,
Yeah, but I
he's
can't
hitting you
see
by
down
some-
there. Even if I run down there alone, I can't see a shit. So there's no reason for me to do anything.
Yep. The skeleton will run through the gap and will make a roll to hit Sebastian round the corner. No, wait, he can't do that. He's going to shoot with his short bow at Chiavo. I'm going to take the first roll, though. That's a miss. And he stands with his sword at the ready. The huge zombie will hold its turn because it can't fit the corridor. And you see a second skeleton come into view, and raise its short bow and attempt to shoot over the shoulder of its. So it is rolling at disadvantage. Oh, still an 18 to hit you, Kiava. That's nice. Oh wait, it's going to hit the absorption ward. Josh,
Okay,
3 damage to the absorption ward.
cool.
Okay, let's get some battle music going. Sorry about that. And Torin is up. Now, Torin was told that there is an enemy down there, and as he runs over here, he sees an enemy. And he will swing. For an 20.
Does he see an enemy?
Yes, because there is a skeleton right in front of his face.
Okay, well, I mean, he doesn't have dark vision, right? If I go where he is, I can't see shit.
You can't?
No. Because the problem is the light is coming from Natasha, and you moved her back out of the room. So there's no light.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is that better?
Oh, hey, look at that! It's a cartoonish guy.
Okay, cool. It's not an 20, it's a 26 to hit. He will obliterate this skeleton. Bye, dude. And then he will use the rest of his movement speed to just charge down the corridor into the dark, because it's Torin, and he would do that. In fact, do you know what? Torin actually emits 5 foot of dim light, I've just realised. Because of his weapon. So, Natasha, you're up.
Okay,
Like-
so I 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. I'm going to bonus action one of my little pebbles, which is probably going to be my go-to spell as Natasha now. And does a 17 hit the little man?
Mm-hmm. It does indeed.
That is 7 bludgeoning damage, as Natasha draws upon the powers of the earth instead of the powers of the gods.
Okay.
And then I will just end my turn by wielding my shield in front of Torin.
Okay, Kiava, you're up.
Okay. Let's make this skeleton make a strength save, please. DC 15.
Got a 16.
Okay, never mind. That does nothing. That's me.
Cool. And then our original friend is going to, who held his action originally, is going to come and stand in front of you. And he's going to swing. Natasha, that is a 14 to hit you.
That does not hit.
It does not. Sebastian, you're up.
Do I have enough vision to hit them? Or am I
Depends
risking
what
hitting?
sort of thing you're throwing. If it's a
Just
ball
like-
of light, yes.
Just like a cantrip.
Yeah. You can shoot a ball of light at them. If it's an attack roll, as opposed to like you're not going to throw a beam or anything, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would say that you can hit the guy at the back. The huge guy. You can't hit the two small ones. Or you can't fucking see it, can you?
I can.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Instead, because I can see the huge guy, I am going to cause a little snowball fight.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Right. Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
fine.
see,
That's fine.
I think because I can't see fully, it means that I can't, like...
No, that wouldn't
move
stop
it
you from being able to move it. I don't understand why,
Because I can't move it at all.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You should be able to move it. And be edited
Um,
and controlled by... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if I can hit all three, then I will, but if not, then that's
No,
fine.
you can choose two. Or the big guy and one small one.
Yeah, I'll choose the big guy and one small one. And I will cast that at 3rd level.
Okay, the big guy
mean,
gets a
right
2
save.
on the dex save. And the little guy gets a 9 on the dex save.
Great, so they both take 19 cold damage as they were not prepared for
Okay.
the snowball fight.
And then that disappears. That guy dies. And the was it 19 cold damage, right? The big guy looks a tad pissed. Does that conclude your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Hennick. You're up. The best bit about this is the light's left you, hasn't it?
I can see myself. I'm gonna scurry through everybody here.
I think Natasha will perhaps give you an amulet of light at some point shortly.
And I suppose I will just say, well, Natasha, if you're going to be throwing stones now, I guess I better just keep throwing my voice. Crack! And I will shatter over there. Let's see here. My intention is to... Oh, yeah, what? I guess... Am I running into the same thing that Josh did where I put it there and now I can't move it?
That's so weird.
Anyway, as long as it gets the two that the big guy and the skeleton that I can see, it doesn't hurt any of us. I don't care whatever else makes sense about it or not.
Yeah.
Con saves, please. And just second level.
Yeah, they rolled 14 and a 13.
The 14 succeeds, the 13 does not. It is going to be not great. 10 thunder damage, so 5 for the one, 10 for the other.
Okay, the small guy looks severely rattled. Oh. No, the small guy dies, because apparently he's vulnerable to thunder damage. Didn't know that. You don't get that very often, do you? And the skeletal zombie dude looks kind of okay.
Well,
Is
I'm
that-
going to shove that skeleton back, but I don't need to because he's dead.
Okay, does that conclude your turn?
I believe it does.
Oh. The ogre zombie walks to the edge here, and that 10 feet, that is, right? Yes. And he will take its huge, it's like a massive bone of somebody's leg or something, that like a dragon's leg or something, and he swings it down. It's got little spikes nailed into the top. Natasha, that is an 11 to hit you.
She'll hold up her shield and kind of hold steady on the ground because that doesn't hit it first.
And a 25 to hit you.
That does hit.
That's 13 bludgeoning damage.
But as it hits, I would like to use my reaction to cast Absorbing Ward,
Okay.
which means that damage will be halved.
Yep.
And
then
my first attack next turn also gets a little of a bonus.
and then go ahead and give me a con save.
That is a 16.
Cool. You maintain your concentration. Torin. Torin will sort of, excuse me, Natasha. Coming through. And then he will swang. Once. Twice. Either of those hit? Yes. They both hit, apparently. That is good. That is good. 15 slashing damage from his magical weapon. No smites used. Make of that what you will. Natasha, you're up.
I'm gonna bonus action Magic Stone. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit, but I see that you rolled a 17.
Yeah, because of Absorbing Ward, my next attack is a plus.
Oh, it's a
2
bonus to hit. Oh, that's cool.
And a 1d10 damage bonus as well.
Nice, nice. Is that really not melee? I thought it was melee attack.
I can check.
I thought I rolled it
Because
that
if so,
way.
that will. It just says the first attack on my next turn.
Whoops.
No,
No. It
you're
does
right.
say storing it for your next melee attack. Yeah, that's my bad, not putting it in twice. But yes, it is melee attack. That's
Yeah,
fine though. I
this
mean,
is
you can
fine.
still, you'll still hit.
I'm going to rectify it then.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
I would rather cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
because that will be a melee attack.
Yep.
It's also plus 7 to hit. Can I keep the 19 to hit?
You would be able to if you could get to the guy to hit him. Oh, I see. You want to keep the
Spiritual
number on
weapon.
the dice for the spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
that's
they have a
absolutely
vote
fine.
of
Yeah,
plus
that's fine.
7.
It'll hit.
All right. So that's gonna be 6 force
Yep.
plus the D10
Spiritual
from...
weapon is not a melee attack. Spell attack. The next time you melee attack, you will gain the D4, but spiritual weapon is not a melee attack. Right.
Okay then. Back to the stone.
Well, I mean, you can still hit with the spiritual weapon. It's not a problem.
No, if it's not a melee attack, I'm just gonna attack it myself.
Okay. You
So-
still can't get in range to attack it yourself.
He takes 8 damage.
Yep.
I'll step into Torin's space.
You can't.
Why?
Because two people can't occupy the same space at the same time. You could walk
I-
past him, but you can't stand in his space to
If
attack.
I can step into his space, but I can't end my turn there.
You can take an action in another person's space.
I believe so. Maybe I'm going off. I mean, I'll just go off by your ruling, anyways, and I can't attack there. So 5, 10, 20. I can get to the other end of him. I can get behind the ogre.
Okay, so yeah, you can move in and make the attack. You just will do. It will take you double the amount of movement speed to do so, as moving into his space it counts as difficult terrain. So yes, you may attack. You may step in and hit and attack, and then move out.
Okay.
But you
then
will
I do
provoke an
that.
attack of opportunity. Yes? Obviously. Because you're
Yeah.
going to step out.
Fuck.
Actually, by
I'll just don't fire Torin.
that's a brilliant idea. You do that.
15 on the con.
23.
Oh, all right, that's
Cool.
fine. That's
Okay,
my turn.
Chiavo, you're up. Jamal, you're muted.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, right. I'll raise my hands and sling a bolt of lightning over everyone's heads at the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check one thing real quick. Okay, well in that case, I'll go there first and then sling the bolt of lightning. That will,
Yep.
or that will have range.
Okay.
So that is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 8 lightning damage, and that will be held as concentration.
Okay, cool. Sebastian, you're up. This is a nice little line, isn't it?
What?
This is a nice little line, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. I feel like you're trying to hint something at me with the same.
Maybe you should, I don't know, cast a spell that hits all your allies. I just, the idea that the little cat could attack from the back over all the big guys, it just seems ridiculous.
To the even bigger guy.
Yeah, but you can run under their legs.
I surely can. But I won't. Instead, I'll just throw a little zappity zap zap.
A little zappity zap zap. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll say that you've ducked between Kiavo's legs and then shot it upwards. Not
Oh
that
no!
his...
Oh, just shot it between all of their legs.
Oh, you're going for a foot attack. I love it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so that's an 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that is 16 lightning damage.
Okay, the enemy is wounded. Yeah, the enemy is almost... Yeah, cool. That's very good. Any bonus action?
No, that's it.
Hennick. Oh. You're muted, Joe.
Shit, sorry. I was asking, since as I'm a tiny little halfling, would you mind if I scramble up onto the little area in the
No, that's
side
fine.
there? Okay. And then I will simply say, looks like back when you were alive, you had a little too much carrot soup yourself. A vicious mockery for the big guy,
Oh, rude.
who's hopefully not deaf.
He's not. He also got a 7.
Okay, good. And it's now... right, it's a cantrip. The damage goes up. 2d4.
Woo!
So that's 5 psychic damage.
Nice. He is now
Disadvantage on the next
severely
attack.
wounded.
And I will attempt to... I can't really see whether there's space behind him from me or not, but if there is, I will try to shove him away so there's a little more space to get into the room.
Strength save?
Yeah,
11.
that's a fail.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Yeah, I said I can't see what the terrain is there, so if he can't be
Well,
shoved-
we just shoved him up a staircase, but that's fine. I didn't see it, so it doesn't matter. Because it's his turn. He's just going to step forward again.
Sure, that's fine, yeah, I didn't really...
Yeah. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes, it does.
Okay, disadvantage on his first attack will cause him to miss, and his second attack is a 23 to hit, striking Torin for a 14 bludgeoning damage. And that concludes his turn. To which we will turn to Torin, who will attack him twice. Uno, dos. One will hit. Both will hit, apparently. That is 23 slashing damage. Oh, we've carved him up. Very good. He's dead. Torin has beaten him.
Excellent work.
Okay. Seem to be halfway down the corridor.
I'll scurry between some legs and go in here. The legs coming with me.
Assuming that you all eventually make your way down here. Let's go ahead and do that for you guys. Okay.
Oh, okay.
One way to go.
Yeah, shall we? Shall we advance? Wait, what was, oh, that's additional scanners, right.
Can I just roll perception and see if there's any hidden enemies?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
I got a 21.
The dead appear to be staying dead right now. Nice
Good.
of them, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if this is the way to the way of the path, but I guess we better keep heading on. And if the path is running that far ahead,
Natasha, hold on, Natasha. Go back to where you got
Yeah.
to the end. Because I'm going to tell you a little bit. As you move in here, you see 3 crypts. Each of them lies open with a skeleton in each one. Each skeleton wears a small copper chain with a single copper coin on it. If you look closely at these copper coins, you may give me a history check, though I think it's more sensible for for Chiavo to do so.
For me to do what, sorry?
Give me a history check to find out what's on the medallions around their neck.
Right. That's a 12.
Okay. These medallions each have the figure of somebody who is in a helmet, and appears to be quite fierce and quite strong. And you know that these are men from the Order of the Rose. They gave their lives in the battle between Draylon and Lord Valen back when there was a border between the two, and Draylon belonged to the Yuan-Ti land.
The Order of the Rose.
Indeed.
Do they still exist?
No, the Order of the Rose were reformed into the Dawn Guard.
Ah.
So these are the predecessors of the Dawn Guard back when Jawston was provincial tribes as opposed to one kingdom. However, you also managed to find 16 copper pieces in amongst these tombs, and on one skeleton to the top, there is a singular ruby set into his forehead. You can remove that if you wish. Oh, it might be a bit harsh.
To
Harsh
remove
because they could die, or harsh because it's grave digging?
Both.
Yeah, I kind of don't feel like removing a ruby from the skull of a deceased person is going to be...
It's probably not a Chiavo thing. Is it an anybody
Yeah,
thing?
it's definitely not going to be a very pleasant thing to do. I'm going to pass on that one.
Is there anything magical about it? No.
You know that for free. It's
It
just a
would
ruby.
buy me a lot of scrolls. I don't know, would it? I don't know how much it's worth.
Couple of gold pieces.
Couple of gold. An ancient gem in the forehead of an ancient warrior's skeleton is only worth
otherwise
2
known as
gold.
a dusty small ruby. This guy's just a soldier.
Okay, then what's he doing in the Hall of Hit? You know what?
He was a soldier in the war, but he was just a soldier.
Okay, I will pass it up then.
Okay. And obviously, all the way down, you passed these crypts, but none of them held anybody. They all had the same medallion on. None of them held anything else. And I think in this room, it might be a good place to end. So I shall leave you guys there. It's fair to say that during your exploration in this room and just checking out all the crypts and such, and all the way down this corridor and back, it probably took you about an hour just sort of navigating around. So your Shield of Faith will run out, but you will be able to take a short rest. So if you guys want to, please go ahead and take a short rest. And we shall end session there. So.
Well, it's a bit of a cliffhanger place to end, but fair
Well,
enough.
we were never going to finish the dungeon in this time.
Yeah,
and
it's a big one, huh?
I kind of want Rico to be here for the majority of it, and I just thought, it was nice to get the beginning bit done, but that'll do. That'll do.
I'm going to use my Arcane Recovery to get back a 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
And I saw some people were rolling hit dice. I didn't realize it because
we should not be rolling hit dice.
No, I mean short rest hit dice, healing hit dice.
Oh yeah, Torrin did. Yeah.
Leveling up hit dice. They can get an extra 1d6.
Oh. That's very good.
From my Song of Rest, for I will certainly play a small tune for their hangout.
Nice. Torrin's only full HP. Okay, and on that note, let's go to MVPs. And is it Song of Rest? Let's go backwards. Joe, your MVP.
Darkness.
It's the first time we've tested that, isn't it? And yeah, I mean, because
on a character that doesn't have dark vision.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal.
Because that's the thing is, we were looking at this. We did a Roll20 test last Monday to look at how these dynamically lit dungeons are going to be, and of course, all our players had 60 foot of dark vision. Joe is now discovering just how brutal it is to have a character that doesn't.
Well, and
in these dungeons.
particularly in such a tight place, right?
Mm.
It'd be, in some ways, creepier to be in darkness, like in an open forest or something. But you'd feel like you at least had this sort of circle around you. Whereas, like, I keep being penned in. I'm like, I assume this is a wall next to me because it's black. I can't even really tell it's a wall.
You should have 30 foot of light because of my holy lantern.
He has 30 foot of light from you outwards, which means as
Oh,
soon as
yeah.
there's a wall between you and him, he's blind. Like,
Well,
even if it's just on a
even
corner.
if you're right next to me, it's just the way it displays. You know, like I'm penned into a little corridor like this, so you could be right next to me, and it's like it'll open out at the ends or whatever. But I'm like, I guess that must be walls.
Yep.
But
Yeah, no,
but it's interesting.
I really have enjoyed that aspect of it. Sort of tactically, oh, I can't see that enemy, or I can see that enemy, or how many enemies are there and stuff. I think it really adds to the sort of tension and excitement.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that. Bruno.
I really love dynamic lighting. I have it in all of my campaigns whenever I do a battle map. I feel like it adds so much more tension and fun. So that was a really big highlight. But I also enjoyed the bonfire talk because I feel like we don't really have a lot of these moments where we just get to sit down and talk a little bit, like just to each other without other NPCs around. That was nice.
Fuck's sake, Josh. Sebastian.
It was there from before.
Oh, was it? Okay, I thought you just put it back. Yeah, no, I think, as I said, I saw this on a Reddit post when somebody was like, what are some homebrew rules you have? And some guy was like, I have a homebrew rule, but anytime I party camp in the wilderness, like, unless we're doing a long journey where I'll only do it once, but anytime they camp in the wilderness, I bring up a campfire picture, and I say to them, you're set around the fire, what are you talking about?
It's a good one. I
and
like it.
he sometimes has an NPC like ask questions about the characters' backstories and stuff as well, just to really sort of get to know the characters. And I think it's something that's really interesting. I'm going to try and use it in most of my campaigns. So I appreciate that you enjoyed that. Jamal, your MVP.
I'm going to have to say that again, it comes back to the campfire. I think the campfire thing was so good. Like the last session, it was at the end. It's like Chiavo's evil was the conclusion from Sebastian, and now this time the conclusion from Natasha is Sebastian's
an idiot.
bloody idiot.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So
I agree.
I think that these downtime moments are really something which adds to it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
I
good
can
call.
agree. Josh.
For me, it's just I really like combat in D&D, and I think moving to Roll20 really adds it. Especially like for me in terms of role playing. Like there was a moment where I skipped my turn because Sebastian couldn't see that there was any enemies, so for all he knows, there's nothing else to fight. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I agree. I really enjoy that, and I love the fact that you can only see what your token sees. And you guys have been really good about like not skipping around or jumping ahead or anything, so you can only ever see what you can see. Before I get to my MVP, some gifts. Hennick, you might not have learned about jewelry, but you learn about plant pots. Take a point in wisdom.
Oh, wonderful.
Chiavo, you for the first time took a beating and didn't go down. Get a
Yeah.
point of constitution.
Fuck yes.
And Natasha, for persuading the bandits to fuck and off. Take a point in charisma.
That was a spell.
I know. It was a command to flee. You got a point of charisma for it.
So where's Natasha's point? She's been taking fucking beatings since day one.
She's meant to take beating. She gets points in armor. Torin, for his crit, has gained a point in strength. For his epic damage dealing once he got his 2 attacks. And Sebastian, for your brilliant placement of absorbing wards. What was wonderful about these absorption wards is you place them in places that they block things without you even knowing they were blocking things. So you may also take a point in wisdom for your wise choices. You got very lucky with these absorbing wards, I think, but both of them. Well, the first one, you blocked an entire 2 turns from an enemy that you couldn't see.
I'm aware.
How could you be aware? You couldn't see it.
No, I'm aware that I'm trying to tactfully put the
Yeah. And the second one, you just turned a skeleton off completely. He just didn't get to play. So my 2 MVPs, I've got a joke one and a joyous one. I really, really enjoyed Hennick's rhyme today, Hennick's story, song, whatever we're calling it.
Oh, that was also really
poem,
good.
I guess,
forgot
is the
about
right one.
that one.
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago. 3 hours and 45 minutes ago. Yeah, I think I enjoy all of yours, Joe. But this one really, to me, said something about like what the way that every character I think in this campaign is feeling. You know, the confusion of home or not home. You know, is home now still home or is it not home? Is it a strange place to us? Is the earth still the earth? I loved that you had a line that ended in the word loam, which was my favorite line of the. Do you have it there? Can we have it again?
Yeah. It's neath grey ash lays the clay in deep rich loam. That bouquet remains away through nose to bones.
That was the one, and I just thought that was such a beautiful image, to display the fact that for Hennick the earth is still the earth, but the home is maybe not the home, and I really enjoyed that contrast, and I think it's beautiful seeing it from the complete opposite perspective for Natasha, who's like, no, that's still home, we're going back in a bit. Like, it's such a beautiful juxtaposition, yeah? And for my fun MVP, Natasha's efficient nickname. You may call me Tasha for efficiency. This had me in tears. I just it's brilliant. I love her straight-faced humor, which is funny, but not intentionally. And that just really gave me a good chuckle. So yeah, congratulations on, of course, getting to level 5, although we did that mid-session. Now, I think we will end there. So if you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.